Well, good evening, and welcome to another session of...
You don't have to sit up.
Nope. I'm going to have to sit up. Nope, you're fine. Stay where you are. Keep going. I can say you can't even see me. That's the old camera.
I fix it.
It's that shirt.
It's that shirt, dude.
Awesome.
I'm good. I fix it. There we go.
That better?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see me. Welcome to another session of Trouble in Winterhold. Today at the table we have our normal accompaniment of people, as well as we've added Terrence to the party today. Hello, Terrence.
Yay.
Not Terrence. I'm sorry, Terrace.
Yes.
Correct. Sorry. And our Rogue and our Dragonborn are out of town for today. So we will be doing some adventuring without them. Excuse us while we do a little bit of housekeeping, getting everything set up, making sure we got our volumes good, and making sure all of our cameras are set up the way they need to. I decided to be inconspicuous today, so I wore this. So, for those of you that do not know about Gary Gygax, the creator of the game that we seem to love and enjoy, Gary was very fond of wearing Hawaiian shirts. And it seemed like the more awful they were, the better. So, earlier today, whenever I was struggling to see if I was prepared as I would like to have been, I was thinking, what would Gary do? And the first thing I said was, well, Gary would put on a shirt and give him some imagination. So that's what I did. So, Ernie, if you watch later on, let you know I was thinking about you and your dad. All right. So we left our party last 2 weeks. Actually, we'll start off a little differently here. We've had a lot of snow and ice in our area recently, so hopefully everybody's got their power back and all that, and hopefully there has been no other issues. But with that in mind, we will begin. So we left our party last week where we had the aftermath of ZC's awful fungus infection that she had in her wings, the amputation of said wings. We had a couple of magical experiments that did not go as was intended. We had a lot of basically downtime activities, including really spending time in the library and studying different subjects.
Oh, look at you.
Learn to use a whip.
Our tiefling, the tiefling as part of our party, which our party's name is now what? What was it?
Oh, Humorous Fracture.
Humorous Fracture.
Humorous Fracture. Very good. The members of Humorous Fracture. Some of them are now into whips and chains.
I knew that was coming. As soon as I said it, I regretted it.
That was your fault.
That was. I take
You saw it coming.
Nice.
complete blame.
Feelers have been put out about Abigail Razorheart, who has been stalking the party since everybody left Waterdeep. Abigail Razorheart, they said, was a cleric of Cyric and had been told that the party was in possession of a substantial sum of gold dragons. Monetary. And so it seems like she has been doing her part to try to entice humanoids of various factions to try to take that from y'all. So that's the general information that had been provided, some of it by the Harples, who were able to take the information that y'all have provided and expound upon it a little bit, as well as a little bit of information that was given by the locals. It seems as that Abigail Razorheart has made it her appearance in town, and it has gotten back word to y'all that she has done so, asking questions more individually about y'all, about what's been going on. Most specifically was Eloch and Sylve. Now, Sylve decided yesterday, game time yesterday, that she was going to do some study and research, and so she is not available. Whereas she's put herself in a position to try to learn what she may out of mixing various herbs and stuff together and seeing what transpires on that aspect. Eloc went into the local library and rummaged around and was looking for something, looks like in particular, and he went to his room and has not been seen since. He has decided that he's going to forego any meals and stuff along that line. So knocking at his door saying, hey, we're getting ready to eat, and stuff along that lines, and Eloc has put himself in a position where he's not overly interested. Well, that leaves y'all. So the word has come back to you that Abigail Razorheart is in town. Thank you. A little bit of an echo, that's all right. But now you have to determine what you want to do with that. There has been...
Wait, it's been determined that I'm sorry, I didn't mean to...
Abigail Razorheart is in town.
Oh, okay.
And she has been looking for information for you.
Let's jump.
She went to the Troll and Toad Inn.
Okay.
And has been asking questions.
Was this from the information from the people we hired?
Yes.
Good. Just wanted to make sure that we got our goals worth.
Yeah.
And then the person that gave us that information, I'd like to go ahead and give them about how much did we have left out of that?
I think we...
It was $5 a piece, but you didn't chip in.
And you didn't either.
We offered like a
I
silver
did
each
in the end.
person.
So
Turcon, if you're watching, if you're somebody you can't hear, you need to let us know. Nate, thanks for asking Turcon that, but if hopefully y'all can hear me, and that's what's going on at this point in time. The rest of the party, we are one microphone short today. Just letting you know.
just make sure to speak here.
Okay.
No.
I think the volumes are fine. I think the volumes are fine for right now.
Yeah.
So, if anybody's watching, if you want to go ahead and leave a message or whatever, we are trying to monitor what's online. So, anyway.
I want to give them 10 gold of that.
Okay.
Of the 30.
Okay.
Yeah. Because that's good information. I
Yep.
mean, they came back and told us.
Yep.
So, anybody got any of that shipped in?
Shouldn't we have? Yeah, I already took mine out. Shouldn't we have verified they were actually, here before we gave them the money?
Well, actually, you've got independent sources that also verified that they saw the dragon outside of town. That's not something that.
I mean, and they live around here, so
Yep.
we can still find them.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say, how do you know they weren't just gonna? Never mind.
Yeah.
Beside the point.
Because they live here,
I was about to say, beside the point. Let's.
and I told them that we would flay them if they crossed us.
Warlocks and whatnot.
Hey, listen, doesn't mean I'm actually going to do it.
You might not. Stubby here, Mike.
Oh, you.
Both of us
I thought you meant the wings.
Did you want some help? You need a hand?
I really
You don't
do.
have a hand anymore. That's not funny.
Actually, it is.
It
Everybody's
is,
laughing. So there we go. So what do y'all want to do?
So we've got information. I know that when we left off last time, I was talking about experimenting with our friend in the battle wheelchair.
That's right. Iron Helm, right?
Yes.
That's right.
Ironhelm, trying to basically create new fingers for him, essentially. And let me double check now that I've got fancy schmancy D&D Beyond somewhat set up. I'm like halfway through, but I've got my proficiencies. But there's things that artificers can do, including infusing items. And I'm wondering if, like, there it is, infusions.
You get to choose from.
Yeah. I have to
Think about it. We'll get back to you on that one.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
So were you going to be working on this nonstop, or were you going to take some time out when you hear that Abigail Razorheart is in the area? Would you want to take a break?
I'm gonna take a break when I hear that.
Okay. Yeah.
Sorry, buddy.
It's fine. I can still hold the sword.
With the other hand.
Exactly.
Yeah. Everybody else seem to be in agreement?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
What's
should
she doing?
definitely
Yeah.
go find her.
Your character happens to be at the Troll and Toad in town, drinking, and you see this Abigail Razorheart person. There's been some talk in the Ivy Mansion about this person and how she has been asking for information. Matter of fact, in some of her goings-on inside the tavern, she has heard that you are staying with the Harples at the Ivy Mansion, and she approaches you.
Okay.
And so Abigail Razorheart is she's very obviously a cleric of Cyric. I'm sorry. If you don't know much about the Forgotten Realms lore, that's all right. But he's an evil god, and she has been known to be a bigwig in the Zentarium. And of course, everybody was already talking about the fact that she was coming because she rode her dragon and dropped it outside of town, and that's her.
So she's the one that came in on that thing.
She is. And she comes to your table, and she is not being rude, but she's to the point. She's like, what can you tell me about Eloch and Sylv, who are staying up there at the tavern in the Ivy Mansion?
Not much. One likes to study, one likes to stay in his room. About all I got. What do you know about them?
Well, that's neither here nor there. They are in possession of an item of mine that I need to retrieve.
Well, that sounds unfortunate. And I drink some of my ale, but it sounds more like a personal problem.
Well, this personal problem could be your problem if I can maybe make it worth your while.
Now you have my attention. What do you have to offer me? I've got some research of my own going on in town.
Yeah, I'm sure you do. You look like a spellcaster of sorts. Am I correct?
Of sorts. And I would like to cast Detect Thoughts
Okay.
on her. Nothing too deep, just get some surface thoughts, see if I pick up anything.
Yes. You pick up a glowing of a ring on her finger. And she says, it's not going to be that easy, sir.
Can't blame a guy for trying, can you?
Well, that's a nice try. Maybe I could see how well you defended you are.
You're welcome to try.
Or maybe we can continue with our conversation.
Well, now you have my attention.
Okay. So you notice she turns the ring, by the way, and the glowing stops. Okay. And she says, thank you for that spell, by the way.
Well, maybe you can return the favor when I hold up an empty mug. Let's see how long this conversation lasts.
So they come on over and refill your mug. Okay. She slides whatever coinage is necessary for that to the patronage and basically says, so you're doing some studies of your own. Well, I tell you what, I've got some information here. And she pulls out these 3 archaic scrolls that may interest you for a price.
There's some pretty nice pieces of paper, but how do I know they're actually worth anything to me?
Look at it.
And I slowly reach out, pick up the middle scroll.
Mm-hmm.
And just hold it up for a minute. Like, seems too easy. How about you tell me what it is exactly you want first?
I need my item back from Sylv and Eloch.
And what exactly is this item?
Well, let's put it this way. Let's just, if you can put them in a position where I can get it from them directly, that'd be great.
Seems like that's putting a lot of risk on my end.
But the
Well, from
reward,
what I hear,
as she pats the scrolls.
the word won't do me much if I'm dead. Tell you what, I'll go meet these people, see what I pick up from them, and maybe meet you back here.
When?
And then we can talk some more.
When?
Let's say tomorrow morning.
I don't do as well in the morning.
Well,
Let's make it in the afternoon.
fair enough. Tomorrow afternoon, then. Give me a little time to get to know them.
Yeah, let's give me until let's get to where everybody's off of work. More people in here, the more safer I think both of us will feel.
Fair enough. Of course, if I don't know exactly what I'm looking for, it won't do you much good.
All you gotta do is see if you can manage to get them to me. If we can figure out a way to get them to me, that's when I'll take care of everything from there.
We'll see. I make no promises, but
It's a matter of it's an item of personal nature.
well then. I take a sip of my new drink.
Mm-hmm.
I'll see you here tomorrow.
Very well. So she finishes up her business and out the door she goes, basically. So we'll say that was last night. And now that you're in a position, whenever you finished up your Troll and Toad, whether or not you wanted to go up into the manor or we'll do whatever. Again, this is after this fact is when the news gets to you that she's in town or has been in town and was asking questions of the Troll and Toad. And then that's when the bit of information comes to you that she will also be supposedly coming back. This is what they overheard.
What are you doing again with the infusions?
I couldn't do anything. I'm not high enough level to
Oh, okay.
do
She
what
was
I
seeing
was
if she
thinking.
could fix numbs.
Yeah, it wasn't gonna work. But after hearing about dragons, I'm with you guys now. He is too.
Most of me is.
Yeah,
Or we still
that
have
part
that
of it
field
out
over
in the
there.
field, yeah. It's dust. Well, we're down two. For now.
Yeah.
Would they have told us any that? Well, no, they wouldn't have heard anything. I say we go to the Troll and Toad.
Yeah, I'm gonna say we just
I mean, it's up to you all.
There are
What do you
ourselves.
think?
And sit down and game plan, essentially. Let's do that.
Just see what's going on.
before we go in, am I able to take the veteran's cane and just bind it to my hand that has no fingers, so that way I can still swing and hit with it?
You can. I mean, I thought you said it happened on your offhand. I thought the amputation was done on your offhand.
Was it on my? Okay, then never mind.
I think that's what you said. Yeah.
Okay.
You said it on your offhand.
I think it's because you keep messing around with your right
I know,
hand.
I keep doing it with this, but I guess
It's
it was.
confusing you. Yeah.
Oh no, that's right. It was his right hand because the character's left-handed. Anyways, never mind.
Okay. So the answer still is yes. You can. Not exactly sure why you would want to, but
So I can do somatics with the other.
understood. But I might need to project my voice, huh? Okay, I'm going to move the microphone just a little bit. So, I think you'll be fine if you do it like normal. Okay. But if you're going to try to wield your sword in your offhand,
That'd be.
so normally you wield it in your primary hand and you do the somatics with your offhand.
Yeah. So I either have to take probably a penalty on attacks or not spellcast.
I was already thinking that you would have a chance of spell failure.
Okay.
Now some of this stuff, it just depends if it has a somatic component to it.
All of my spells have somatics. I just checked.
Okay. Some of it can be subtle that go with, but yeah, I was already I actually talked to him earlier today about what I was thinking about as far as that goes. Until
What about Mage Hand?
I don't have mage hand.
Oh well.
Might be something to look into.
he doesn't even have sorcerer hand.
Besides, that's concentration. As soon as I get hit, it's gonna. You know,
You're
sword's
sort
gonna
of clink. Oh no!
Not again.
Not again.
I can't lose another hand.
I want to check in on my brother. Is he?
So he's been doing nothing but studying.
Gotcha.
He brought very little bit from Winterhold, the script that was found up in Winterhold. What he found in Waterdeep was the enough of the writings to be able to decipher when he gets back. But he remembers some from his note-taking that he's done. And that's what he's able to give you the general gist of. The Drow looks like they're doing something. About every 1,000 years, they do something stupid in this area. And it's not good if they're able to complete whatever it is they're trying to do. But that's all he can sort of put together for now. So, and he's just steady at it. It's hard going because you have to take a look at how things are written and in the context that they're written in and seeing if that matches up with what is written that you're trying to decipher. So.
And I just let him know if it's anything I can do to help. Just
Yeah, leave me alone.
cool. I just want to make sure you're
and,
okay.
and you know how that is. When Bjorn gets his nose to the grindstone, he just wants to be left alone. So, yeah, absolutely. So,
Okay.
he's in his element. So, he's anxious to get back to Winterhold. So, he can actually take a look at he's kind of put some things together, and he's ready to get back to the rest of the text that's back there to see if he can make better sense of it. Okay. Sir? What are you thinking about? Other than dinner?
So we're heading to. What's it called?
Well, Troll and Toad.
Troll and Toad. I don't think we're headed there right
Right,
now.
she was saying it's about maybe you might want to be thinking about what you want to do before you head down there or whatever, you know? Game plan? That's what she mentioned. Or do you just want to go down there and just see what kind of trouble you can get into?
Don't look at me.
I'm with y'all. What do y'all want to do? I mean,
I want to go down there and start a fight, but
Well, I would say look at your hand and rethink.
Look
that
at the other
decision.
but I can still swing.
Look at this hand and look at this hand.
Mm-hmm.
Put them out
Mm-hmm.
and rethink your decision.
Sword.
Right.
Take your hand and tap your side of your head. Oh, you can't. Oh, I'm sorry.
You can nub it. So I'm going to ask that whatever we do, give me 15 minutes to go in ahead and see, do some recon, basically.
so you don't want anybody to go with you.
You could, I mean, back me up. That way I can, like,
I say if you want to go in by yourself, I'll just disguise self and hide in the tavern nearby.
be at the ready.
Okay.
Maybe not even that long. Maybe 5 minutes. And then we'll come. Yeah, that's a long time. Yeah, I was thinking, wait a minute, what am I gonna do?
I'm gonna do for 15 minutes before we kick down the door, guns
Well.
blazing.
So
A lot of liquid courage. What do y'all? I mean, like, what are your ideas?
So what exactly are we trying to accomplish again?
Well, I want to, like, okay, remember the big that's
Yeah.
chasing us? Yeah. We want to see why she's what's going on? She's here, and that's bad.
Yeah, very.
So we either deal with her, or we figure out a way to get rid of her.
You're not planning on doing that yourself, right?
No,
No, I'm saying I would like to sneak in, kind of under the radar, hood up, and just kind of see what's going on first.
That's fine, but nobody knows who I am anyway.
That's true. Nobody,
Roughly.
but we came
Okay,
in
so-
in a very precarious situation.
The report came in late last night
Right.
that this was going on. She had already left for the day, but that she's coming back in the
This
afternoon.
This
Yes,
afternoon.
yes,
Yeah. That's what I was saying.
yes.
So we're going back around
The time. that
I don't
she's
know.
gonna
You
be-
can go back tonight that you get the report if you really wanted to, but
Oh, okay. So
it's your choice. You,
this
you-
is right. This is happening right after the report, correct? Yeah. So I say, of course, we're not going tonight because she's gone. We wait till tomorrow when she's going to be there, and we just see what's up.
You wanna say-
Because I can replicate magic items, and I'm seeing one of the magic items and seeing if I can do anything with it.
What do you guys
The
want
only
to say?
two that
Lookouts throughout the day on that place?
that's a good idea. Absolutely. I mean, do we hire people or do we do it ourselves?
I wouldn't see.
I wouldn't hire anybody.
So,
I wouldn't hire anybody because that'll take time for
We're
them
just
to come
throwing
to
money.
us, and then we have to get down there.
I mean, we're chipping in.
okay, so I can.
I haven't been an adventurer that long, so I can just chip in.
So if we
I
want to
get
be because she's in the tavern, right?
Mm-hmm.
If we
Well,
want to
she will be tomorrow.
She will be. If we want to be sneaky about it, I can create a pair of sending stones, and basically use that as like a listening device if we wanted to do that.
We could bug the bar.
Yeah, we could bug the bar. Not bug the bear though.
Yeah. They're nasty.
not exactly how sending stones are.
Yeah,
like
I was
a
thinking that
walkie-talkie.
myself.
Gotcha.
They're very limited in use, and they're supposed to be where
So
you activate it basically, and you're allowed to send a message of like 30 words.
Okay.
I like your thought though,
Mhm.
but I'm not sure how we can do that unless we set somebody in there with a sending stone and say, "Hey, she's here," and then we could go in, guns blazing, so to speak.
Yeah, and wouldn't have to worry about a bunch of people or somebody just sneakily looking through a window.
Well, I wasn't going to look through a window. I was just going to go in and get a drink.
Okay. But then how would we all know to
I mean, you're coming in anyway.
Exactly.
You're going to come in,
Yeah.
and then
There's definitely gonna have to be some sort of signal.
yeah. Oh, okay. Let's put it this way. I'll go in.
When the tavern
And if
catches
I-
on fire, no,
When you see an explosion, come running. Now, if I don't come out in 5 minutes,
If you don't come out in 5 minutes.
you come in.
Okay.
And if I come out, then obviously she's not there. And in 5 minutes, if she can show me my insides, then that's just me. That's on me.
Mhm.
So
All right. And sounds of a bar fight.
come
Go
in.
in.
Sounds
I mean,
of a bar
I can
fight.
hold
wait
my
the
own,
5
but I'm not
minutes.
going to get into a fist fight with a bunch of people.
Mhm.
Yeah. So.
Sounds of a bar
Oh,
fight.
what now?
You said 5
You
minutes.
can, obviously, but I'm. That's
that is exactly his game.
that's his game.
See, I could already go to the bar early and just stay. Yeah.
Just fight. That's true.
See, hear
Wouldn't surprise
out.
me if you just don't go down
You
there
see
by
fireball
yourself and just.
happen inside. Come in after the fire.
That's what I was
don't
thinking
have-
about, just going
I
20
do.
minutes before he did and just
Like I
hang
said,
out.
I
You would
can
never know.
cast. I can cast Disguise Self and come in like a couple minutes after you. So if something goes wrong, just
Well, that's what I'm saying. Just give it a few minutes. 5 minutes, whatever.
Yep.
And if I don't come out, that's when you come in.
Okay.
Have that spell ready.
Okay.
And, well, no, don't, because I see what happened the last time you tried it.
it's not me casting it. It's part of the tattoo. I can do that once a day.
I know, but still, your hand. That's going to be a thing now. You know that, right? Yeah. I mean, like as far as that goes, I mean, does anybody have? I don't know why I looked at you. You're not here. I mean, like we have to be open with suggestions of
So while they're discussing, go ahead.
sorry, we have to be open to suggestions of what.
I like to think at this
We need
point
to
I've
do.
made my way towards that end. They're all
Oh,
at.
there's
So,
a lot of inns there.
you have a room there as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Is there a lot of inns
There's a
around
common
there?
area, and there's a library, and I mean it's a big big mansion. It's
I
just
don't think
people
there's
stay
a lot
all the
there
time
in that
over
area.
there.
It's just
and
that
so
one that we would go to
Going
and
up
look
to the
for.
front desk and at least ask the.
So, I can
see
s-
2 individuals.
Sylvan Elock,
He's not.
Yes. Sylvan Elon.
Eli, yep. So they said, well,
I
Eli
might be there more
is
anyway.
hunched up in his room doing
On
some
my
studying or something along
rope,
that
I have
line,
patches that will create a
and
2x4 by
Sylv
6
has
by
borrowed
3
a.
line.
Okay.
So if we need to get
Lavatory
it
for
quick, I can
experiments.
just slap it on there. We can
That
jump
sounds-
through.
That's where
Wonderful.
she's involved at. So
That can
but
also
they're
be
here,
an escape
yeah.
plan.
why you ask?
Just, I've heard their names around town. They seem talented. I might have some work for them.
I also have a
Oh,
rowboat.
okay.
I don't know how that would help, but I have it.
Any chance you can point me in the direction
rowboat.
of that laboratory?
Well, the laboratory is
Inside
magically
it's a
protected
magic
to
rope
ensure that
that if I
any
pull the
of
patch
the
off,
experiments
it will
that's
turn
going
into a
on is
rowboat
not.
with oars.
So she's supposed to be done
Or a portal around. I
in
have
2
that.
days. Food is
It just doesn't
magically
go back in. So once
procured
we
and
produce it, we have to find something to do with it.
sent in magically.
Right.
Okay. So
That's why I've got 2
Perhaps you
healing
get a
potions
message
stuck
to her
down
on
my
my
leg.
behalf then.
We all
Okay,
just
we can do
stay
that.
around
I'd
the
like to just
area.
meet her and
I'm
her
saying this.
friend in
Cooler
the,
heads
just in the common room
pretty
here.
okay.
Their earliest convenience.
So
Okay.
I don't know much.
Well,
you all don't know much
Eli
about-
might be a little bit
I don't
easier
know
to
much
get a
about
hold
Eli,
of
But I'm saying.
than anything.
Talking is my
Matter of fact,
business.
you can go knock on his room. He should
allow
be
me
in
to
there.
talk.
Okay. I'll do that.
All right. Room 6.
Thank you.
Mhm.
And
So-
as I head up the stairs, I will cast Disguise Self
Fighting is yours.
Okay.
on myself.
You scare me, sir.
Make myself look like
But that's a good
one
one.
of the
Nothing to be scared of.
Well,
bellhops.
I've
Yeah,
seen what
yeah.
you can
That's
do.
all.
You are
fine.
definitely
Okay.
something to be scared of.
You are a
Just go
force to be
knock on
reckoned
his
with, sir.
door
Okay.
And just say, message for you.
You definitely were.
So there is no
That's
answer.
what we're saying.
As a matter of fact,
Pride is good for the soul.
if you
Tell
check the
them
door,
about
the door's
that.
unlocked.
It is.
The door is unlocked.
I love
And if you were to open, I don't know if you want to or not.
I will peek inside.
Okay.
Disguise.
There is nobody in this room. And it looks like that he hasn't been there for a bit of time. There is no book in the room, and he is not in there.
Interesting. Oh, that's a bust. Oh, close the door back.
Got to do the Gene Simmons thing here.
Just try to get some Instagram shots.
Okay.
I'll just close the door back
Okay.
and
Yep, it's
make
But
my way towards.
as far as they knew, that he was supposed to be in his room.
Right. I'm gonna remember that.
Okay.
I'm gonna check the halls, make sure I'm alone.
Okay.
Or at least
I haven't-
it appears I'm alone.
Yes.
Drop Disguise Self and head towards my room.
Okay.
Mostly miniatures and D&D stuff.
Because this is that same evening. night,
Yes.
correct? Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
I'll head towards my room, which I don't know. How
So
far
what is-
is my room from his?
You
Same
know.
floor, different floor?
Yeah, same
What
floor.
is the-
I mean, in room 10.
So you're going
Just
in.
come-
he's going in.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Give it a couple minutes.
I mean, you've seen him before because he walked around. He is a red dragonborn,
just go in.
and
With your
even
sword.
though he has
Draw.
a breastplate and everything else,
if you do
he
with this?
has this sort of Iron Man thing going on with the medallion that's sort of been burned into his skin.
Essentially, yes.
That's got a portrait of what looks like to be a red dragon on the medallion.
Just like a
So I'll
He's a
head
good
to
shot.
my room, stay by, keep the
With his
door
bow.
back, just keep an ear out in case he comes
Okay.
back or I hear anyone going.
Would
near
you
that
want to
door.
be
Okay.
perched up on a building across from the Troll Tower?
Oh, they're still trying to figure out what they're wanting to do.
Yeah, can be, sure.
Do I know anything else
Bring
about
her
these
out.
two individuals other than the fact that they stay away
Or-
from the
So
city?
you know, if you were to go down to, there is
So let's try that.
a bit of a tavern.
Say, or if things
Like you
get
said, you're
bad,
seeing
you
at the-
slap
in the
window on
inn
the wall, shoot
of
through the window.
The Ivy
Get very,
Mansion.
like, close enough to the wall
So
where
they
he
have
is.
their own little, place to get a
Certainly
drink.
manners, of course, I've checked out the tavern at some point.
Absolutely, and so the general talk is
He's up there for
the reputation
that might come.
that
Very
these
good,
people
very good
are
call.
they're
So
known
I tell you
for
what, why don't you go ahead and make this
is
something sense?
they were in the town of Waterdeep
Okay.
and uncovered an
I
embezzlement
want you all keep one. Or I
by
can
the
keep one.
open lord.
So that way you can
Okay.
tell him when to take
Tell
the
him when
shot.
to
The
take a
open
shot,
lord
or
and got
if he
caught
sees a
embezzling
dragon, he can
and
tell
basically
us.
was kicked out of Waterdeep,
that
and they
okay?
have a new
Yeah,
open
let me
lord
just
now.
see how
But they
long-
found what
I
he
think it's
embezzled
just I touched
and gave it back.
That should be good to go.
Nice.
That's what they're known
Because
to.
it doesn't require a tune
And it was
at
a
all, so-
significant sum
Until
of
you
money.
replicate another item, then it
And this is
Yeah.
some information I've only connected them to who I've already forgotten her name.
Abigail?
Abigail was looking for. I'm only making this connection now.
Well, so yeah, I mean, so okay, so
Like that,
random people that I've never met before. They're here, but there was kind of a bit of commotion when they came in, especially just because of the Aarakocra. Okay, and not only that, but they went through a period of time there where all the birds in town were killed. Literally, they died as a result of a fungus that they got from her.
Hey.
Okay, so this was a big deal, the big talk of the town. Well, you know, that Dragonborn was with that Aarakocra. You know, yeah, that's a weird party. You know, blah blah blah. And you know, did you hear that they actually found 500,000 gold dragons and supposedly they gave it back? Yeah, who believes that? You know, that's basically what the talk is. Oh, did you also hear that they killed a Draco Lich? All of them.
And now there's this random woman here claiming they've stolen something of hers.
They have an item that
belongs to her.
That belongs to her.
She claims belongs to her.
That's right.
She wants back.
That's right.
But everything I'm hearing says that aside from the bird genocide,
non-intentionally,
You diseased
they
bird.
helped kick out an embezzling lord and kill the Draco Lich. Seems pretty far-fetched from stealing my item, so now I'm questioning.
Well,
Still keeping my door open and ear out, trying to see if I hear anything at that door.
she is Zentarium, that much you know,
Alright.
and she is a priest of Cyric. Both of those just add up to bad news. So, absolutely.
So I'm gonna go ahead and create a pair of sending stones.
Mhm.
I can do that once per long rest, and so do that. It doesn't require 2 minutes, so I give 1 to you, our Tiefling Warlock, and 1 to you. I've forgotten both of your names, and I'm very sorry.
Dorn.
Dorn,
Runhorn.
Runtorn. Dorn and
It's
Runtorn.
actually Lucian Runhorn.
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 Just call him Luke.
Luke.
Okay.
Let's go
Dorn
with
and
Jeff.
Luke. Yeah.
Jeff?
Jeff.
Jeff.
People back home might call me Jeff, but I don't like Jeff.
Okay, we'll call you Richard. Okay,
We're from the same.
is that okay, Dick?
Don't worry.
My name's
Everybody at home is going to find out about this.
About this?
Oh yeah, you guys are from the same place.
All right.
They already don't like me. Don't do this.
So,
So yeah, just
I
kind
say
of explain.
we hunker down for the night,
Mhm.
Okay.
and then tomorrow afternoon we post him up across the street from the Troll and Toad, and then we get ready to.
So there is a bit of commotion in the hallway
Right.
as other members of their party, of which they call themselves
Humorous fracture.
Humus Fracture. Okay. You've also heard the term Saving Face as a adventuring group, and now they've called themselves Humorous Fracture. Not fractured humorous either. It's Humorous Fracture.
I probably did that when Fireball went up.
Yeah,
The medical term is humerus fracture. So.
I understood. And they're. Let me see what you might have overheard. Roll me some percentile dice. Let's see what we can. Let's see.
Everybody?
No, it's just him.
I want to roll something.
You want to roll something?
No, don't.
I really don't. I really don't.
Do this to yourself.
Alrighty then.
The skull comes. The platypus just
That's a
runs up
90.
with the skull.
A 90. Okay. Actually, you've heard enough to realize that they're interested in the same party member that you're interested in as well. The same person, Abigail Razorheart. And they're preparing to try to maybe, I mean, for all the interactions coming and going from rooms and, hey, I need to go get the supply, I need to go get this, that, and the other, and people are not paying attention to what we call OPSEC, operational security, that you're able to put together, that they are interested in knowing what Abigail's doing, looking for them.
Okay. So, hearing all of this,
Yes, sir.
I will cast Disguise Self on myself one more time.
Okay?
But rather than changing my full appearance, I'm just gonna use it to hide my wings.
Okay?
Just don't want to share that secret quite yet.
Yeah, well,
Since I don't know
you've
that-
concealed them pretty well, actually, with cloaks and other things before. Yeah?
So I'm gonna step out of my door and say, sorry to interrupt, but you all are saving face, right? You're that group came with the Dragonborn and the.
Are we all out in the hallway right now? Or
I don't know. Well, I don't know
Imagine
exactly
we're
when
not
he
even-
stepped
I
out.
assume
But,
that
our
we've
own.
all been kind of like doing our own thing
Okay.
while preparing.
well, let's just say that you heard them, and then they said, "Well, let's meet up downstairs in the
Yeah,
tavern.
yeah.
They're going to get a drink, and maybe you
We're meeting
approach
for
that at that
dinner.
point."
Yes.
Okay.
Savory.
I'm in the corner.
I've got my hand like jammed through the hook, so I can just sort of.
So just we have a tiefling.
Okay.
We have a half elf, right? Full elf,
What else?
wood elf. We have a human. We have an Aarakocra, and we have a dwarf.
Okay.
The dwarf has got a boomerang and a mug in his hand all the time, and he's been known to walk around sort
Which
of
is in
open-shirted.
Which hand?
Huh?
Which is in which hand?
Yes.
There you go. Right there.
I say again, which is in which hand? The mug is in.
He doesn't have a hand.
He
I
doesn't.
have nubs someone.
He's got nubs. She's got no wings, and you have to tell him what.
His
you're-
guts fell out.
But one time.
And I'm missing an eye.
And he pooped himself.
Oh, are you actually?
Yeah, actually. I have a.
Do I need to pull out another Oni and go?
I have a like a
Glass eye.
yeah. So
So
So yes, they're imbibing and discussing plans. It sounds like before you actually approach the table, they're talking about using a sending stone and setting up a scout and stuff along that lines.
So I might, at this point, I just walk up and like, you know, you're going through a whole lot of trouble for somebody that's looking for you.
Who might you be?
Reef, at your service. And I just do a little bow.
If you're at our service, then
Well, for the right price.
oh.
Hey, none of that servicing thing in here.
I'm sorry. I mean,
ZC just
What
kind of
about
looks
our
away.
table?
And
looks approachable to you.
Well, I kept hearing the name Abigail come up, and
I'm sorry. I don't think we ever said Abigail.
well,
Did you say Abigail?
I have not.
Did you say Abigail?
Is Abigail again?
I don't know an Abigail.
really.
Yeah.
Well, there's an Abigail at the Toad and
Troll.
Troll that is very interested in a couple friends of yours.
I have no
Hey,
friends other than.
really?
He has a
So you
plan to
did
shoot.
hear?
So the wingless Aarakocra over there didn't walk in with a Dragonborn after, you know, killing all the birds.
What makes you think that that was at all intentional, or that you have?
Because they all
Enough
died
knowledge
about
about
the
that
same time
situation.
You came in the town.
How about you just stop talking about things that you don't know? Okay. How
I was
about
going
that?
to tell you to choose your next words carefully, and apparently you didn't.
I'm sorry, but if what
I'm
are you
going
doing
to
here? What
cast
do you want?
calm emotions.
Counterspell.
Fair enough.
Okay. How subtle are you being in your spellcasting?
Yeah. Well, let's find out. Should I roll?
Well, I mean, is it got somatic and verbal and or material components on that?
Let's see. It is
Counterspell.
vocal and somatic.
Okay. And how do you envision that?
I just
Calm yourself. Is that what you, something like
Did
that?
he just try to cast a spell? Did he just try to cast a spell on me?
Just a Jedi mind trick. to-
Hold me back.
That's what I'm afraid of.
Which is exactly how counterspell is. It's just straight semantic. So good hand, just counterspell it.
Okay. What emotion were you wanting? You just calm in general?
Just calm in general.
Okay. And as you do your spell casting, he does a spell as well. And do we need to roll DCs?
What spell are you casting Calm Emotion? Or what level are you casting it at?
Just second level. It's only a second level spell.
If you're casting a spell of third or lower, the spell fails and has no effect.
Yeah.
I only have to roll if it's above the level I cast.
Yeah.
Okay. And do you have any words of wisdom with that as you cast that spell?
Don't try that again.
You, I like.
You should.
You,
Why are
not
you?
so much.
Why
I'm
are
gonna
you still?
stand up, and I'm going to say you need to walk away from this table now before something bad happens to you.
Oh, I'm not worried about myself. I'm just trying to decide who I should be worried for, whether you or her. And by her, I mean Abigail. trying to decide.
Look,
You see, she claims you all have something she wants, and as of right now, she has something I want.
look, if you're not gonna get it straight to the point, you have offended half the party. You have been.
Only half.
No,
Call
you
myself
defended the whole
Slow.
party. But
That's the answer I'm looking for.
I will try to offend you too.
Wanna try with-
I will try.
The situation here
Look,
sounds like a dilemma.
He didn't get it.
My point is, if you're not gonna be straight
I
to
guess
the
he
point,
didn't see it coming.
you're not gonna be straight to the point.
Nice.
We're very, very busy, as you can tell. So either get straight to the point or walk away.
Straight to the point. She
Yes.
wants you to come to her.
Aaron,
oh, nice.
Yes.
inspiration point. Sorry. he did good.
What
He
did
did good.
do?
He made a pun.
What
He made a pun.
What'd you say?
I said I will try to remedy,
I.
and then he said, "Oh, he didn't see that one coming." So that was actually
Put my 21 in it.
So, what makes you think? What makes you
I've been
think that
looking
we're
for an
not ready
excuse
for
to
her?
use those since he gave
Oh.
those to me. So
I have no idea. I know she's ready for you.
What makes you think that you have anything to offer us that we would want?
I don't know if I have anything to offer you except the fact that.
Then why did
she
you come up
wants
to our table casting spells on her?
What can I say? It's part of my nature.
you do understand that he is a tiefling.
I do, but I was over like it.
Okay.
No, I would say I get it. And you and I, we can kind of see eye to eye on certain things. But I'm telling you right now, if you try that again, it's not going to end well for you.
Fair enough. To be fair, I tried something
It's not me
similar
you
on
have to
her.
be worried about.
See, let's when so he said something that caught your attention.
To be fair, I tried something similar on Abigail and didn't work quite as well.
And you thought doing it a second time.
Around more people, most likely.
Oh, believe me, I tried with everyone I meet.
Why?
Well, I test them.
Why
If they can't figure it out, then maybe I don't want to work with them after all.
Why do you think it didn't work well?
Well, she has this rather interesting little ring. Claims that she can, I don't know, absorb or copy spells with it, keep them from working. Small story.
Well,
Jazz Sorry. I'm
it
upset.
seems.
By the way, drunk Aarakocra, she gets
She's
attitude.
feisty.
Yeah,
She's feisty. She's a little sassy.
pretty good with buffalo wings.
Yeah. Look at that face. Oh man.
I've already exploded a building once. I
Yes.
can do it again.
Wait till
Don't
we're
tempt
outside.
me.
You have my rapt attention.
I'm just. So, you've already given us some information for free, which, to me, is a terrible mistake on your part.
We have a name.
You don't ever give anyone information for free.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Oh, I do. But
You've given us a name. She's apparently willing to give you something to find information on us.
what is it that you want from her?
She has a few scrolls that she claims are of interest to me.
Looking at me.
I-
What'd I do wrong?
Nothing.
I'm gonna start looking around the room and just seeing if anybody else is taking notice of us. Well, when he comes up, see if he's got any friends maybe around.
One of the
We are
when
rather
he started casting his spell, one of the bartenders grabbed something underneath the counter. That much you did notice. When you dispelled his spell, or basically caused it to, your reaction caused it to go away, he seemed to relax a little bit. Now that everybody has calmed down a little bit, he seems to be back to cleaning his mugs and stuff along that lines. Other than that, there's just a few patrons doing just general stuff. It's getting on in the evening. Not as many people will inhabit this tavern. It's mostly just for the guests usually that are in the area or whatever. If you want to get into town, that's something different.
While putting my nubs sort of like this to block my mouth from his view, I have my hand on the table. I want to cast a message to Ronnie's character to say, blink twice if I should take the shot. I just cast message, whisper it.
I'm gonna go.
Does that mean you want to give a blowjob or what?
Please look at your hand and calm down.
My hand's already doing something under the table. Don't tempt me.
It's called smiles. Anyway.
Ooh, honey.
So what
blushing
do you
again.
gain by coming to us with all this information?
Simply put, I don't know if I like her or not. I already know I don't like her God. That's enough for me, but hey, to each their own, so long as they don't cause too much trouble or get in my way too much.
And you were approached by said person that
To be
we've
fair,
already said that we don't know.
so you claim. Point is, she knows you, and she flew into town on the Dragon, which pretty much gets everyone's attention. Not many people can pull that off.
So what do you
I
want
would
from
consider
us?
it good business to see what sort of people she's interested in.
I mean, what reason do you have for us to come to us, though?
Well, she claims you stole something of hers, or at least have something of hers.
Did she tell you what
The
this
little
something
bit
is?
of information I have about you is that you turned over over $500,000 in gold to a town after helping to expose a corrupt lord.
This is going to haunt us
It
for
wasn't
the
even
rest
us.
of our lives. This is
Was part of us. We were part
Honestly, I'm impressed.
Yeah,
Can't
we
say
were
I
from
know
the
many
Draco
people
Lich.
that
We were
would be
part of
willing to
saving
turn
grace.
over that much gold.
Roll me a wisdom check.
okay.
Let's see, we were part of Saving Face. We didn't go into the.
Nope. Natural one.
Okay.
Yep.
Never mind.
Say only the 2 members that we have of Saving Face were the ones that had the money. We weren't there for that.
No, we weren't there doing that.
We have nothing that she wants.
Well then, guess you're not as interested.
Roll me a wisdom check.
Well, actually, we do know that she knows that about the $500,000 gold or whatever, right?
A lot of people don't know that.
She thinks we have.
15.
They sure are giving you a lot of information, aren't they?
Yeah, they are.
You're starting to put pieces together. So, you're putting together Sylvan and Eloch were part of Saving Face. Those 2 members of Saving Face joined up with this group that are doing whatever, who were part of a Dracolich attack. Again, they're saying, well, we weren't part of Saving Face. We weren't the ones that had the $500,000 gold, so they were sort of talking all at once. If you were able to put it together, that's what that wisdom check was for, to see if you were able to be wise enough to be able to sift through that. And you,
I would come out and say
It's
it.
just more obvious. Shh, 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 shh. Hush. Everybody hush.
I
That's
wasn't
just
gonna
more
do- I wasn't going
obvious,
to do
like-
that.
you obviously weren't going to do that. You
Yeah.
rolled a natural 1.
Yeah. But
Yes, you started blabbing first, as a matter of fact.
I did. What did I say?
You just said it. That wasn't us.
Well, that wasn't us.
I-
I mean, I'm saying,
I-
yeah.
okay.
I mean, it could have gone through
Mister,
the whole bounds.
I don't give away information for free.
I didn't give away information. other than
Absolutely, you did.
that it wasn't us.
As far as everyone here knows.
And then
it's
everybody
still
else started going,
information.
well, we are paying attention. Blah, 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 blah. And I was like, ugh. Well, I mean, it's up to you all.
Up to us what? We trust
Whether
it?
we kill him or not.
we
Him?
No, it's kidding. I mean, what do you all think? I mean, do we dismiss or do we listen or what?
We gotta tie him up.
I don't think.
And he's standing here while we're saying it too.
Yeah, I don't think that. Well, I mean, I don't
Oh yeah,
care.
I'm standing there
I
smiling.
don't care.
I'm not happy with the fact you're smiling about
Give me a
it.
dwarf wisdom check.
Dwarf wisdom check.
I said he's smiling about
Give
it.
me a one-eyed
I'm
wisdom check.
uncomfortable.
I can't help it. What happened was
Uh,
I'm rolling my green die though.
10.
Okay.
Wisdom 7.
How about a half hand?
haven't even said it yet.
I'm gonna use my inspiration for it. And that's way better. The first one was a 3.
Of course, this one was a natural
14 total.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
And what about Earthbound? You gonna give me a wisdom check?
20.
Oh, poor little Earthbound.
17 total.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
I wasted inspiration for nothing.
Why don't you use him to set up a meet since you're that way you can do it on your terms. That was a thought that occurred.
Like, use him to set up a meeting with Abigail? Like,
It's already got an in.
He says she has an interest. I don't know how you want to use that. Why wouldn't you want?
Well, you could, but you don't know if we trust him enough yet either.
Do you bring that to our attention?
yeah, I bring it up.
I was just checking to see if I did have to go buy new dice or not.
Any excuse for new dice, right?
Yeah.
I got extras if you need, don't worry. I've got like 8 sets in
I
my
just
bag.
have to buy new ones.
This is the
Pure
third
ones,
pair
yeah.
I've bought we.
I wish I could carry dice in my bag, but she won't let me.
So,
No.
No.
so guys, he's got clearly an in with Abigail. Could probably use that to our advantage to an extent. I'm not interested with working with him for too long, but he does have an in. That does give us another option, another angle at which we can approach this.
Wisdom check. No, actually, active perception check.
19.
Okay. They do know Abigail, by the way. She just said it. Sorry. Just making sure his character is actually paying attention to what's going on.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, gotcha. No, go ahead.
I did.
Okay, so she meant.
Do we want to use him?
I don't know if I trust him.
I don't trust him. That's
I don't
probably why
either.
we should use him.
I don't. Shit.
Unless he has
Another wisdom check.
mutual interest.
You gotta pick which
I
one.
gotta pick which one now.
Pick your poison.
Okay, 17.
What I'm curious about.
Why would you trust him any more or any less than the people that you paid?
That's very true.
He actually has come, not as a result of being paid. So, what's in it for him?
That like it does worry me, all this like this kind of double teaming that you're doing. Like what's your motivation in doing so? Pure curiosity?
I guess what she's asking as well is that I'm curious. I mean, like, we haven't paid you. And you're not been paid by her.
Mm-hmm.
What's to keep you from pulling the dagger out of her back and putting it in ours? At a moment's notice.
Absolutely nothing.
And that's what I was afraid you were going to say.
What can I
We
say?
didn't
At
pay
least
you.
I'm honest.
I mean, why would we trust him any less or any more than the people that we paid?
I
Absolutely.
mean, for one, we could pay him.
Yeah, we're not paying him right
Okay,
now.
roll me a wisdom check.
Didn't even think.
7.
He has dice for sale up front?
I need to stop using my Nat 21 dice. I'm just gonna go back and check.
I don't think it needs to be that high of a wisdom check to be able to. He already mentioned that she has something
Yes.
that
So-
he was interested in.
That's what I was
So-
thinking.
Either way, as long as you get whoever gets you those scrolls, you'll be happy with.
Well, here's the thing.
Well, of course, there's always a thing.
I don't even know if those scrolls are worth my time. She never actually said she knew what I was looking for.
What are you looking for?
The magic question. Aberrations.
Aberrations.
I'm looking for information on them.
And everybody
Okay.
look to the DM.
What?
Yeah,
Hey.
no, I was just rolling my head.
Oh, okay.
Did any of us read books?
I was about to say, I'm checking my spell book. Do I have any abjuration spells?
Not abjuration.
Can you give us a moment?
Aberrations.
Aberration.
Can you give us a moment?
I head over to the bar.
You got to have a moment.
Come on, man.
I sit down at the bar and order a drink.
He needs information, and we have a place where he can get information. I don't want to vouch for anyone that we don't
You've
know.
You've seen this person in the inn.
You've seen it.
You've seen him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's down the hall from y'all, and he's been in the library already.
Oh, he has been in.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I kind of keep my eye on him and seeing what he's doing
Sure.
at the bar and the bartender and what all everybody's doing
You
while they're.
tell him what you're doing. He basically said he was going to go get a drink.
Yeah, but I mean, just to
Yeah.
be on the safe side.
Yeah.
'cause
Okay.
Do we know anything? I mean, like abjuration or
Aberration.
aberrations. Heard you all talking, saying that. Yeah, that.
Would my character know anything about aberrations? Just
I didn't want to say
It's
it.
just the way you said it.
I'm sorry. I
So
don't
they're
remember liking
a class of what we call a class of monsters.
That's what I thought.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, honestly, if we
Were
get
there
those,
any in
if we can
Schultz?
get a
Are there
hold
any
of
in
those,
Schultz?
There's everywhere.
Yeah. It's like
yes, there are.
You looking it up?
aberration is like.
Okay.
I mean,
So you know I'm
in
going
all
to dock you
honesty,
for that.
Oh really? I'm sorry.
No, I'm just
I was like-
I'm just messing with
I just
you.
want to make sure I was okay.
Actually, go ahead.
Okay,
Go
yeah.
ahead. No, go ahead.
But it's
Go ahead.
it's beholder kin and stuff like that. That's player information, not.
No, yeah. So
Yeah,
I mean,
not me.
actually, that would be
Sorry.
So
That-
there are
I did that and I
aberrations in
shouldn't
the
have done
world,
that.
okay.
and this gentleman wants to know more about them.
Can I roll to see if I would?
Absolutely.
What would that be? Would that be a
Knowledge, unnature.
nature?
Sure.
Knowledge, nature.
Nature. 15.
Okay. So you know about some of the types of aberrants that there are.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing overly specific. He is looking for more specific than what he doesn't want to just say. Oh, okay, I've seen this type of animal before or whatever. You know, he's
Yeah.
looking for something a bit more specific.
Yeah, I was thinking like
Think in
I
terms
wouldn't
of
know
a behold.
anything. Yeah.
Think of it in terms of beholderkin and
Mhm.
stuff along that lines. He's already shown that he's a spellcaster. If a beholderkin is a spellcaster of a type, but it's an aberrant, okay. So he wants to know more about it, maybe to figure out how it does its spellcasting more innate. Stuff along
Right.
that lines. Maybe I'm just
Maybe.
saying. You know.
Yeah.
Again, you could find out for sure by talking to the subject
Well,
for one-on-one.
Good.
they have the library here. Why don't we just go to the library and read up on it?
Well, he's
the
already been
scrolls
doing
are
that.
probably
Already
around
been
in the
doing that.
library.
That's what I was thinking. I thought he hadn't been to the library. I was like, we got an in at the library. We could just get him in there. But he's already been in there. What do we have to offer
I
him?
mean, I can cast Identify on the scrolls or try and read through them, see if there's anything about them. If we
But
can
the
get
thing
them.
about it is we don't. I mean, like we'd have to get them from her. And do we really want to pick that fight because we don't know anything about it?
But again, he could also cast Disguise Self and just, I don't know, by sitting near her, he
She
might
has
be
a
able
ring
to. Oh.
that
He
he
says-
mentioned that obviously didn't. He tried to cast something on her and it didn't work.
I mean,
that
it's,
he was talking about. So I
If
don't
it's not on
trust any
her,
kind
if
of
it's-
magic
yeah.
around her.
Because I was gonna say, like, if it's not directed at her, if it's directed at the scrolls.
But there are magics that allow her to see, that could allow her to see through, or
Yeah.
so.
And by the way, identify. You need to have access to.
As I was saying, like, if we
Gotcha.
can get a hold of them, I can use Identify on them and see if they're actually
Well, that's
worth
the whole
anything.
thing is getting a hold of them. So we have to get to her. To
We
get
were
a hold of
already
them.
planning on confronting her.
Correct, but now we have an absolute chance of. I mean, we did anyway, sort of. But we know that she's going to be there. So if we set up the meet normally, and he goes to meet her, we could possibly do something.
Yeah, we could
We
also.
could go with the original plan, and I can just go in with him.
Yeah, we could do that. We could also, I mean, we don't know what she's looking for from us.
I mean, we do.
We do.
500,000 gold dragons.
And whatever item
What we could do is.
Saving Face stole.
What we could also do,
And
and
that's
this is a
probably
bit of a
the item
crazy
that she was
idea.
speaking of was 500,000 gold dragons.
What if we? I mean, we're not technically saving face.
No, we aren't.
We aren't. So.
So technically, we aren't.
So hear me out. What if we wrote some sort of deed for an amount of dragons, forged it essentially, pretending to be saving face. Not actually being saving face. We don't actually have access to all of that. We're just forging a letter. And send it
She
through.
rides a dragon.
She can go find out if the deed's legit and then come find us within days.
Yeah.
She's already tracked us
I
multiple
like
times.
your thoughts. I like where you're going, but
I'm talking about
I
just to
don't-
get his stuff.
I mean,
But
he
then
could
that's
do
gonna
that
make her
himself
even
if he
angry.
wanted
Yeah.
to.
I don't know.
I mean, I would rather him do that himself and to incur her wrath at that point than, you know, I mean, who's he? You know, he's not me. I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
But then again, I mean, she's not riding a dragon if she's inside of the inn.
So she was.
We could at least catch her off guard then when she's returning to the dragon. Make it easier to ambush and not in the public eye.
So she was thinking she was willing to come into town
Mm-hmm.
without her dragon
Mm-hmm.
to look for us,
Mhm.
to find information on us.
Because the Harples
What?
have put up wards and alarms if there's any trouble that happens in town.
So what?
You know that much.
Okay. So what would stop her from just speaking with us
That's what I was saying.
within the town?
I mean,
I
we
think
can
we're saying
talk
the
to
same
her.
thing multiple ways.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's willing to come into town. So then why don't we
Yeah, let's just do that.
First plan,
say screw it?
talk.
Let's just
Let him talk to her. If that doesn't go right, guns blazing.
Yeah. But we're gonna at least try to talk to her first. Let's just
Or just come in, and then if
Yeah.
you see me with a sword through my face, then guns blazing.
we'll just go with the original plan. It works, it's steady.
I don't want to have another
Do it.
amputation this week.
Well,
Okay?
a
Verbally,
facial
I'm
amputation.
just saying.
Fresh.
A facial amputation.
Ooh. I don't know if I can make a
This is
prosthetic very well. I
Just
can
wear
give you a mask.
Yeah.
Just get a mask.
Here you go, bud.
Get just a plague doctor mask. Look awesome.
So you're willing to go in with
Yes.
this gentleman and talk with her?
Yes.
Who's to say it has to be this gentleman?
Well, he's going
Well,
to set
he's
up a
the
meeting for
familiar
us.
face that she would recognize.
That's fair, yeah.
If you don't trust him being in there with you,
There will be other people there.
okay, I'm gonna say.
Yeah. It's a public
Someone
space.
disguised
It's a
self
public-
as him.
No. I don't trust her. With the information he's given us about her ring and everything else, I don't trust her.
How patient are you being, by the way? Are you very patient?
Oh, I'm on my second drink.
Okay, gotcha.
I went into this
So
completely
he might just
expecting them
drink
not to
himself
trust me.
under the table.
Let's just do the first one.
Yeah, we'll just do that.
Then we'll, hey,
I will head over it.
So who is Nate too?
that's the guy that has our. He's supposed to be moderating our stream. He is moderating our stream.
Okay, yeah, he did say it. Just checking in on you. If you have any inquiries, let me know. And remember to, if you are enjoying the content, drop a follow. It would be much appreciated.
Yeah, he's our
thanks,
moderator.
Thanks, Nate.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Nathan's awesome.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
your
That's
portfolio?
DM joke.
Yeah, basically holding a cocktail glass, simple. It's basically being the equivalent of an old fashioned.
Okay.
Nice.
Nice.
So, you made your decisions.
That makes me not trust him.
Drinking an old fashioned.
Shirley Temple.
That's the plan.
Half and half.
Oh, I totally want to make a character now. This is like a Shirley Temple. Literally.
Yeah.
I want a rhinoceros for Christmas. Oh, that would be a it's a bard.
Because I'd be like, ah.
Shirley Temple is a bard. Oh, that would be
That'd be amazing.
that would be
And
awesome.
awful. It'd be amazingly awful.
Succubus
Oh,
bard.
Lord.
Anyway,
I'm scared.
Yeah.
Succubus on the beach. Succubus on the beach.
that's it. Yeah, yeah.
First of all, odd choice of drink. Set up a meeting. You already have a meeting set up? Or we wouldn't know? We wouldn't know. Sorry.
She wants me to bring your friends, which I don't see here. She wants them at the meeting.
Tell her she'll get someone there. And I'll go with you.
Thinking about this, would that work? Did she seem like the kind of person that would, if I show up with somebody else, still like appear?
You don't know, really, do you?
No, I don't. Fair enough. Alright then. She expects
Elock and
expects them to
Sylv.
show- Elock and Sylvan. She expected them to show up with me. How she'll react to seeing someone with me other than those two, can't say. But if that's the plan you want to go with, fine by me. As
Do
long
they
as I
have a
bring
piece
her
of paper
saving
and a-
fate,
and a-
I think she'll be happy
Do I
enough.
have paper?
Of course, then again, you weren't. Yeah,
No,
this will be
like
interesting.
in game.
In game,
Yeah.
we can get you paper.
Yeah. I'm just gonna.
And you haven't gotten a paper bird here recently either.
I haven't.
No.
Yeah.
By the way.
Well, I'm gonna take a piece of paper
That's side note.
and I'm gonna write that on it. That name.
Abigail?
No. Paper bird.
Okay, gotcha.
And I'm going to pass it to him
Okay.
and say,
To me?
yes, and say, tell her, just mention this name and said to be there.
I look at the paper.
Do not, just do it.
There's a name on the paper.
Because I do know the name. Correct? Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Sorry.
I don't know if you want to say it out loud. It's easy to read.
Abigail?
Nope.
No.
It's Vivian.
Vivian. You there?
Just tell her, and I'm not saying the name out. I'm not. I don't know if you have or not.
I've read it, but I haven't said it.
Just tell her that said to be there.
Said to be there?
Just to see what happens.
Okay.
It won't put you in any danger.
I do that, and what happened? Am I still holding this paper?
Yeah.
I hand it back to him.
And I'm going to tear it up into tiny little pieces.
Okay.
Put it in my pockets. What?
Have you set up a
It's really
time?
on it.
I mean, are you gonna basically
What
troll
time?
and Toad tomorrow at 4-ish, give or take? You're gonna wait for her or what?
I'll tell them to meet me at noon.
Meet you at noon. Okay.
At the Troll and Toad?
Here in the tavern.
Here,
Here.
and then we'll go to the Troll and Toad.
Exactly.
Okay. I mean, is that
Yep.
okay with you?
Yeah,
How
that's
long-
fine.
Noonday meal?
Noonday
Noonday meal? Last meal? I mean,
Kind of one
noon-
question though, if they have these bells and alarms set up, the Harples or Long Town,
Are we gonna set them off fighting?
are we gonna set them off and then the Harples gonna be mad at us or as well,
Chances are, probably, if we fight.
or what if the Harples would
Well, then
help
we'll make
us?
sure that we're not the ones who started it.
We didn't fly
Stop.
around the town with dragons, so I think we're okay.
Yeah.
It's a really good question.
Yeah, they've been good
That's a
hunters.
really good question I didn't think of.
The second you brought them up, it's like, whoosh.
Well, I have 7:15. Let's do a 10-minute bio. I'm gonna go let my dog out of the truck and bring him in. All right, and whoever wants to order food can order food, and we'll get back in 10 minutes. Okay. Cool. Thank you.
Awesome.
messing with you.
We're good.
Okay. So we're back from our longer than 10-minute break, but that's all right. Thank you for sticking with us if you're still with us. Okay, so have we nailed down exactly what we want to do here so far?
I think we're going with the original plan, and I'm this is the night before, so I think we're all just kind of gonna rest. Are we still doing the sending stones?
Yes.
Okay, I'll prepare those before I go to bed.
Yeah, even more so now that we know
Yeah.
she's going to be there.
Yeah.
We hope she's. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and prepare the sending stones before we go to bed. And I guess the next morning is just gonna be eat breakfast and prep for lunch.
Okay.
I'd also make
Sounds like
it
a
known,
damn good day.
don't mention me being on a rooftop.
Oh yeah, no.
I'm not doing that until after they go inside.
I don't think we've mentioned that.
No, I'm just saying,
Yeah.
I don't want him to know because he might tell her.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think we mentioned that to him.
I just
He's
want
not
to establish that
wait.
at the top. The
Oh,
moment
sorry,
it was
no, this is
established
before
that
he
they were
was
meeting
here.
me at noon, I left.
Okay. Sounds
That's
good.
what I assumed, that's why I was saying that, sorry. I should have clarified that.
Like, I stopped caring about whatever they said.
You're just slightly curious if he's going to come dressed up as Vivian. Yeah, whatever that means.
Yeah.
You don't know how I spend my Saturday nights.
Oh, actually, a lot of us do.
I don't care.
We literally do know how you
Oh,
spend
hey.
your
Oh,
time.
actually, you do every other thing.
Well,
And we've
even
also
the
read the
others.
arrest reports. He's trying to be funny. You don't know how I spend my Saturday nights. It's like, whatever.
It's like, you realize it is Saturday night.
That's what he was trying to say. He did not realize it.
And we're explaining it.
You see, the reason it's funny is
Well,
I drink water, man.
a joke.
so a little bit of information that has come out from the Harples is they had mentioned that her dragon, actually now that they've done a little bit of it's a purple dragon.
I don't think I've ever seen one of those.
Well, actually you have.
I have, but sort of.
Even though it looks mostly like it's a blackish or bluish black,
Sure.
it's just a deep purple. Deep purple. Dun 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 dun. Everybody now. No, okay.
Come on.
I was trying to think if I had it on my phone.
Smoke on the water.
Yeah.
My doggy.
So you got to shoot a flare gun at the troll and toad, and then somebody can say, "Wait, some idiot burned it down." That's where the smoke on the water came from. By the way, if you didn't know, actually, the music concert in Montreux for those that may have older roots than someone sitting at the table. So the next day comes and goes again. That's you get that little bit of information that when you found out that Abigail was in town by your contacts, some of the Harples had also said yes, they had more information, and purple dragons. And no, purple dragons are not common, but they are a chromatic dragon. They are an evil type of dragon. And of course, Hawkeye over here, your dragon radar, as of course, still goes off regardless. Just because of the location of Eloch. There was a period of time, though, speaking of which, where no dragon radar went off. As a matter of fact, it was last night.
Huh.
And well, I'm just saying is that as you were going up to your room, normally you'd feel the presence of at least Eloch's dragon race being close to you, and even he's not in the area now.
Well, I'll take note, I'm not gonna mention that, but I'll take note
Okay.
of that, yeah.
That you're familiar.
Doggy.
swap my platypus out for Bubba.
Bubba probably won't take to being turned into a flaming catapult very easily. Just saying. He's been known to complain. He's been known to complain.
One
And,
time is all it takes, man.
I don't know who can see what at the table that
The platypus still has Bubba.
Miss Jolie has got Bubba in her
Oh,
lap.
yeah,
So
I got it.
yeah,
Yeah.
very good. So,
Give us some money.
so next morning everybody wakes up, breakfast. Yeah, you know.
Do we wake up?
Yes.
I hope we pick up. Why would you ask that?
Don't tempt him.
We gotta talk. What comes out of here? There's a filter that you need for D&D.
No, it wasn't a dream.
Hey,
You just dreamt all night of doing this.
By the way, he doesn't lick much, but he will.
that's okay. Logan's very jealous.
And of course, you know, for those of you that were trying to sleep in, the dogs outside when the normal rubbish was thrown out of the inn window, you know, and the local dogs get there, they're arguing and fighting over the local trash, and everybody decides to wake up and carry on. Okay. All right. Thanks for reminding me,
Give him
Logan.
lots of rubs.
So instead of chickens, because they're all dead, we have horses.
Yeah.
Not horses. Dogs. Sorry.
What the crap?
I don't know why I was thinking of horses.
Just
You cannot
because
get
of what
any
you
good
did last
chicken
night,
wings.
I don't want to hear.
Oh no.
I just, y'all, as between you and Ronnie.
No. Oh,
You sent him that link.
Hey, buddy. Ronnie is so happy right now.
Ronnie stresses out over small stuff. I've been married 30 years. I don't sweat the small stuff anymore. Because she's not small anymore.
It's okay, I know.
Love you, honey. Sort of.
Logan. Knock it off.
All right. So what do we do? What do we do? What do we do?
I'm just downstairs trying to make, like, cereal with the nubs. Just.
You have another
Oh.
hand.
I know it's the principle.
I guess we'll just gather up and have some breakfast. That's what he's trying to say.
So there's this interesting gnome tinker who says, "Hey, I got this cool thing. Hold on. Sit in the corner."
Am I in timeout?
You're not in timeout. No, I'm going to help you.
Okay.
He pulls out the slingshot and immediately just takes this oatmeal and just slings it right at you. And it's like, whoosh. Oops, I ain't got that part down quite right yet. Hi, my name is Gnome Holio.
No.
Don't laugh much, but that was really funny.
Also,
Oh, taste.
You gotta know Gnome Holio.
he knows who Gnome Holio is.
I do too.
Okay, I got you. So, yeah, so it was, he was trying to be helpful, but it was sort of funny, but not really. I haven't got that quite figured out yet, you know. He goes, maybe I'll go talk to the Aarakocra and see what she has to say.
As he's walking
Actually-
off. No,
No.
I'm not.
No.
I almost picked a fight. I'm not going to.
No.
I will take time to practice my martial arts too.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Sober? No.
Never.
Baby.
Never. Never. Very good.
He's about to fall asleep.
He's so cute.
All right. Anybody is there anything that needs to be accomplished? Anything that needs to be purchased? Anything, information you want to grab? Anything, whatever, before we go on?
Fixing my hand would be great. At least just, just one finger for the for
Um,
Holio.
Oh, no.
One just.
So,
I don't think
just to
there's
clarify,
time
you
enough
still
for that.
have the, knuckles, right? It's just, the actual
From
finger.
what I gathered, I have like this.
Okay.
Which
Okay.
I imagine the thumb got.
It'd been real nice if you still had the knuckles, because then you can just slide something over the top.
Yeah.
But he
No, I
lost
think
it
it
down to
got.
that.
I think it got.
Yeah.
Like
Right there.
right to the knuckles.
I mean, we can still make a phony knuckle. You just won't have that, third digit, or, that third joint if we were to make it stiff. You know?
Do
We
they
all
start?
just shut it.
Yeah, she said still.
Don't
I'm
say
sorry,
y'all.
I
I was
can't-
sitting here writing down my.
Do they serve
Oh.
knuckle sandwiches here?
Got
Knuckle
scared.
sound.
I still can't get over the fact everybody in
Southern
town
woman.
is
It's
everybody
more West Virginia than
back
me.
home is gonna love
I'm from there.
So, by the way, down at breakfast, somebody says, "Wow, you took that well," because Gnome Holio's he's a funny cat. He's a funny
He's
guy.
really funny.
Oh, he's lucky I'm in a good mood today.
Well, I mean, he didn't mean anything by it. He really is innocent. He really is innocent. He meant well.
He's just trying to help you.
He's just
I'm
trying
gonna
to help.
sit back and I'll just start.
With the correct hand.
Yes.
I'm going to send a paper note.
Okay.
with
By the way,
Lots
shout out to you, Steven. Dom Holio
Lots.
rules.
lots of curse words and
Oh, okay,
and
gotcha.
what is going on.
Okay.
With, alone, by the way, like out my window.
Okay.
What you looking
Bucket check.
at? Not bunked together. Not bunked with any of you.
Not knowing.
That's terrifying.
You do sleep very hard at night sometimes. Don't wake up at all. And you got this way of twitching too whenever you. Anyway,
You would know.
I did.
You should be.
All right, I'm just waiting on y'all.
I'm basically
What is
just
it?
in
Said,
the
"Logan, don't look at
library
me,
doing
I'll
my own
feel
research
bad."
until it's time to meet everyone.
He's staring.
So the day morning goes by to noontime. They have the noonday meal come up. A lot of people come down and rotate in and out of the tavern to feed. You're able to go down and you find your contact already there.
Nice to see you all again.
Well,
I'll admit, part of me was curious if you'd actually show up.
oh,
Oh, we contemplated not. Drink.
well, I keep my word.
I don't.
Keep your word.
He
It's good
forced
to know.
He forced me.
I just want to make this quick. The faster I'm away from you, the happier I'll be.
Which
You
I
made
just said
a wonderful impression on us.
I want to point out that I'm not using the sky cell anymore.
Nice.
I'm not hiding my wings.
Okay.
I know.
Seems that you were hiding something before.
I hide a little something from everyone. I just don't lie.
Hmm.
So, my question is, how do you all want to handle this?
Well, you're going to walk in. I'm going to walk in with you.
Yeah, we're not
And then
all walking in.
I'm going to talk.
Yeah, we just don't want to overwhelm her, so we're just sending him in. He's the best talker.
And
in this.
you're going to listen.
Sort of a mediator, I suppose.
Good to know. I was kind of afraid that you all were going to do something stupid, like start a fight in the middle of town.
That's
Yet
plan B.
Yet to be determined. But with that, I mean, have you met our crew? Also, our dwarf. He's a good fighter.
I'd hope so. If that type of ring like hers, that's not something you get easily. And a purple dragon, no one gets those easily.
Purple dragon.
But I suppose if you're ready, we might as well head down. Supposed to meet her
Anybody?
this afternoon.
Have anything they want to say, do?
So he had given you a piece of paper with the name on it.
Right.
He told you to tell her that this person said to be there. But now he's saying he's going with you.
I thought we established that was what we were going to do anyway. That
Okay, I'm just
Yeah.
we're just verifying, making sure that there's DM clarification as well as player clarification that you're going to be actually going with him when he gives her the message that
Yes.
okay.
I thought he'd already given her the message to be there.
She wasn't supposed to meet up with him until
Oh,
4 o'clock
oh,
today.
okay. Hold on to that name. Because that was my mistake as a player.
Okay.
That was
Okay.
Ronnie's mistake. Yeah.
Gotcha.
I thought he had other contact with her. Is what I missed. I thought I missed something there, so
Okay.
I didn't. So just hold on to that name.
Ah, yes.
Possibly forget it.
Honestly, I thought you were going to do some sort of spell with it. But fair enough.
You don't know that.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I see that way.
Shall we get going then?
Huh? Yes.
Just remind him. That's just
Sometimes you need a refresher, I think.
Which at no point.
Don't take up for him or side with him.
this is not the player against the DM, by the way. You know,
It's
the
the
player.
DM.
It's player versus player at this point.
Yeah.
And just clarify, I never actually told them what time I was meeting. I just now said afternoon, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, so yeah, okay.
guess I'll
Papa makes strange noises.
walk with you to the tavern then.
Well, let's go.
So cute.
But he is such a
Hopefully she's
snuggler.
there.
He is. He's available for rent, by the way.
Well, let's be off.
All right. I need to know sort of what everybody's doing.
I think most of us.
I'm just gonna follow behind him.
Okay.
Yeah, since most
You got a
of
guy
us,
watching your butt.
I guess after they go in, you're gonna go ahead and get posted up where you need to be. And then I guess the rest of us, we're just gonna hang out maybe across the way in an inconspicuous place where maybe other people are hanging out. I don't know.
You stand on the street corner with all the other.
Is there,
One leg out on the corner.
is there another bar across from maybe here or something, or a place like another shop we could stay in across the street from?
So there's a place that's got a really, 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 really bad reputation. That was the place that supposedly had been selling goblin meat. Do you remember that I was telling you about? Okay. The broken window. Okay. So that is a location where you can sort of observe sort of what's going on.
Well, I don't want to be like right on the street or anything because I have this thing about horses.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
So after they leave, I'm gonna. What buildings are in the area across the street?
The broken window's a good place. They go inside, you go on top, right?
Yeah. That's fine.
Okay. So you want to fly it? No, right.
You want to give me a hand
You
up
wanna
there?
give him a boost up?
You can fly up and you can give him a hand.
I
Oh,
can't
just
crash jump.
I can do that.
Do you want to point out where he needs to go?
I'm giving you the middle finger.
Just so you know, if I had them, there would be one up.
Oh, guys, we are awful. I know.
A humor pressure.
Yes.
Okay. So you're following him?
Yeah.
Everybody else is staged?
I don't stage until after the.
Understood. Yeah, I understand.
And then
Yeah.
we're hanging out at
Well, these two
Goblin Meat
basically
Tavern.
got together and he said, okay, let's go. And so basically off you go. From their conversation, you get the general idea that they will be in the area, but you don't know exactly where.
So 5
Which
minutes.
I figured something of the sort would happen if they weren't all coming.
So Dorn, 5 minutes.
Yes. With that, I'm gonna have the rod of the pack keeper in hand underneath my cloak.
So
You
as
got
we're-
your rod in your hand.
Now I knew that was gonna happen. Yeah, whatever. I can't think of anything else that was not gonna be taken the wrong way.
So as we're walking through town, I just kind of bring up that so you weren't part of the group that returned all that money to the town.
Let's just keep walking.
I must say, it makes you somewhat less interesting now.
Well, it would be mutual if I found you interesting at all. Let's keep walking.
What about the Dracolich? Were you really part of the ones that killed it?
Happy. Sorry, keep going.
Wait, how far is this far away?
How far away?
A bit to go, because I want to hear this.
I'll tell you what, a Dracolich would be an interesting story, wouldn't it?
Depends on if you were actually there or not.
I know.
If you weren't part of the money, then you're probably not
That
part
is
of the
so
journey.
wild, isn't it? Let's keep walking.
It's going to be a rather long day.
It is.
Oh well. So tell me about your friend with the missing fingers. How did that happen?
He's dumb.
Really? That's it?
Yeah.
No saving
Accidents
somebody?
happen.
Nothing interesting? No.
He was actually slicing bread for a sandwich, and things got out of control.
And you
They lost his
trust him
fingers.
at your back.
No, I don't.
You trust him at your front.
No. It's not a way to phrase that.
I'll let you put your mouth on it. I mean, I know that joke sucks.
I can't give you inspiration.
It's not.
not
It's all that good
inspiring.
anyway. It just.
Oh god, this really blows.
Listen.
I guess she's at the grin and bear it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
For now.
You just don't want to bend over in front
No,
of
I
me. That's all
don't.
right. It's
No.
okay. It's okay. That's all right.
So,
I wouldn't either.
I don't think.
I agree.
Yeah. Let's keep going.
Never know. No, there's no real telling on when she'll show up. She just told me this afternoon, so.
Sir, you are
Could be a while.
closer and closer to getting smacked in the head. Why did you not tell us what time you were meeting? Why didn't I not? I didn't ask. It was my fault.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, what is the purpose of this? Why are we going there now? Then?
Well, she said afternoon, and I told you all to meet me at noon.
Yes. Okay.
It is officially now afternoon.
You're a dick.
Just keep walking.
You're a dick. How far behind are you all from us?
we're like the tavern across the.
I mean, well, we're not. We're
We're
walking.
walking.
Oh.
I'm just going to turn around and
They
just.
probably gave it 10 minutes
Yeah.
and then slowly started making their way down.
So
that way.
even as he stopped, and
should
said,
I tell
I'm still walking forward.
Should I tell my company that you wasted our time?
Tell them what you wish. She'll be there eventually. I'm still
Why-
walking on.
Am I not surprised by this? I'll walk at a distance, not a distance, but a shorter distance.
Okay.
I'll follow him. Yeah, I'm not pleased, but I'll
Okay.
follow him.
Not pleased at what? At
And him?
at him? Or the
Yeah.
fact that you didn't ask the right questions?
Same thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, that little internal guy going, wow, maybe I'm dumb too.
Well, it's the thing. No, it's not. It's one of those things where I'm not used to being around this many people. So,
Okay. Yeah. Needy people, they really they want to be your friend. Will you be my neighbor?
And wings and
Will you be my neighbor?
no.
Okay.
I don't even like my neighbors. I do. I'm sorry. One of them watches actually.
He looks like he's lying.
It's just my resting face. So I'll just keep walking.
Okay. Yeah. Sure. Okay. What do you mean? Wow.
He's out.
No,
Oh,
he's
no,
not.
he's
He's
away.
not. He's just breathing, and so. Okay, so you're able to make it to the Troll and Toad. You go inside, and of course Abigail is not there. You would assume that she would make you wait regardless.
Yeah.
Because that's just how the type of person that she seems, at least anyway.
Before they go, like when we go in, when I'm aware that they're here, because sending stones are just one time, one use, right?
No.
Oh, you can
No,
go
but
back. And
You got to
He's
finish.
on the roof.
I'm not there yet.
They're not there yet. You're not there yet. I'm going to send him a message saying it may be a while. She's not here yet.
Okay.
Sorry, guys.
So you got you on top,
Flies.
basically, of the broken
Is it
window.
long?
Okay.
Yeah.
If I need to make more, I have taken technically a long rest since I made this. If I need to make another set, I can.
Another set, those disappear.
Yeah, but in case those become unusable.
So would they be like a Rosetta Stone?
But I'm bummed.
Well, if you speak a different language, I guess.
Did you hear that?
So the three of you are in the broken window, and what a dive! I mean, wow. Exactly, Bubba.
Someone made that noise in the corner of the bar.
Actually, you got snoring people, you've got bums, you've got... So the alcohol, even the best that they have, is barely worth drinking. It's just not overly pleasant. And, of course, y'all attract the attention of the locals who are now attempting to engage you in a variety of different manners. You already pissed off the owner of the bar because you walked in with your mug already. And, what, are we too good for you? Huh? Don't have a...
Hey, Just a customer. I got mine, and I can drink yours as soon as I get rid of mine.
You drink mine now.
I'll wait outside, man.
Amazing.
What about you?
What about me?
You get paid extra if you want something with a mug handle.
I think I'll pass for now.
I don't even know what to go do with you.
Squawk, and I walk off.
So they don't stay in the broken window very often.
No, I'm staying.
Huh?
I'm staying. I don't
No,
care.
like,
Oh, okay, gotcha.
like we're staying. Like I say, wait, walk off. I walk to a table.
Oh, you walk to a table. Oh, okay.
Because I'm assuming this is after we go in.
Yeah. Well, okay. Well, that's just the bartender because he's just a nice kind of guy. But then you've got a half orc and a lovely specimen of a human being that decides to saunter over to where you are because, you know, you seem to be, you know what, they ain't had birds around town for a couple days, and you know, they might be interested in a little, you know, tickle me with the feather type deal. Hey, baby, what's up? My name is Johnny Bravo.
That should have been our group name, is Whips and Feathers.
All of us have to have whips. We have whips on our side. Is that what we're
Whips
gonna
and
do?
feathers. It's not too late to change the name of the group.
Whips. Feathers.
Rebrand.
Okay.
It's like-
I ignore his existence.
Oh, now I'm too good for you, huh? So he basically tries to pick you up and put you in his lap.
I don't weigh a whole lot.
I cast catapult on one of the mugs on the table and just into his head.
Okay.
It's somatic only, so I just.
Okay. Roll.
He has to roll a dexterity save against it.
Ah, that's me rolling. I got you. All right.
I'm not even inside. I can't do anything.
And against your
The
weapon.
other-
I know.
I think I weigh even less because my wings are gone. I was
14.
100 pounds.
Okay, you rolled a 14 on the die.
94.
So
Catapult.
he's not as drunk as he might want to seem that he is, by the way. So he makes his save, by the way. So you're able to maybe get him with splat.
Yeah, it's half damage if he makes it.
Like maybe he
5.
trips over the chairs.
5 damage.
Okay. Oh, is that how it's going to be?
No, no.
Well, Fred.
Oh, Fred.
Fuck.
But I want to do prestidigitation to make my eyes.
This
turn
guy
red.
wants your undivided attention, Fred.
Fred.
And Fred comes through the door. Fred's ugly. Real ugly.
People who go to the Brooklyn
no.
Bar.
Oh no. Fred.
Fred.
You want to show it to the camera?
Well, we can.
I have a doggy in my lap.
You got a dog in your lap.
I have a doggy in my
This is Fred.
lap.
Fred is not.
His last name is Lyons. Sorry, it's an inside joke. It's a guy that tried to date my wife when we were still in the Navy. Actually, he's bald like Fred is now, too. Look, Fred. No, so anyway. That's Fred. Fred comes through the door. Fred's got an apron on. Fred has been working in the kitchen.
Fred's gonna mess you up.
He also has a meat cleaver in his hand.
Oh no! Oh no!
Roll for initiative.
Oh no!
Everybody?
Well, unless you don't want to be initiated.
I
Meanwhile,
I
we're in
do.
the other bar.
Wait, I
I put
can't
down
read.
enough coin to buy for
Sorry,
both of us.
Bubba.
Yeah,
I
y'all
was
are.
gonna tell you, drinks are on you. I'm going to order the most expensive liquor that they have.
Great. I was doing the same
I
thing.
don't know.
Mine's
I
16.
mean, they do have a few women available. I mean,
Alcohol.
You're still stuck.
I'm going to.
Big dog.
I'm going to order the most expensive alcohol that they have.
so you want the woman and the alcohol?
Aaron,
No,
where did
just
you
the
take my phone?
I didn't take the damn phone.
Thought you said you wanted a liquor.
Ah,
Right
look!
here.
Look! What are they
There's a
doing?
dog on
I
it.
thought you said you wanted the most expensive liquor.
Alcohol. I want expensive alcohol. The most expensive alcohol they have.
I just saw your text.
Yeah.
Where did I put my pencil?
Sorry, I'm pulling up my spells.
My brother, the toad.
The dude.
Okay, so let me get my pen, and we will do the initiative. 20 plus. Anybody? 19, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15,
16.
16.
It's the only time I've rolled good on initiative since we started playing.
You're still in the area
15.
when this goes on. Okay, 15. Okay.
What's yours? 6.
6. You're going in dice. Ooh, I can make this interesting.
All right. So Fred is going to engage the first closest person available, and
Probably me.
yeah, actually, it is going to be you.
Yeah.
Unless you really want to, we are not going to put this on the battle map. You don't necessarily need to.
Unless I picked the fight, this is on me.
So, all right. So Fred's going to take his one hand, and he's going to attempt to just grab you. That's what he's going to do first. Okay? And then he's going to try to use his other hand to put the meat cleaver through your forehead.
Okay.
Are you with me?
Mm-hmm. I'm following. I'm the most violent wizard I've ever seen.
Huh?
I'm the most violent
Bye,
wizard
buddy.
I've ever seen.
Ooh, that's a 16 on the die.
Happy.
AC is 16.
Huh? And a nice +7 to that. So 23.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So he's got some of these interesting little claws. So he literally grabs you by just the neck and throat, literally, just, and you'll take 10 points of damage
Ooh.
as he grabs a hold of your neck and is trying to hold it steady while he takes a whack at it with his meat cleaver. This is where you want me to roll a 1.
Natural 20.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
I will roll to confirm. That's a 13 plus 7 makes it 21. Makes it 20. I'm sorry. In my game, since you're new to this, we use this interesting critical hits and miss chart. So I actually rolled to confirm, and if it actually hits the second time, then we go to a special chart. And we get to do a funny, interesting little thing here. So I will let you roll percentile, sir.
Oh, I just died.
I would advise you not to roll real high.
15.
All right.
He took it.
I'm about to lose a
Okay.
hand. Watch.
So actually, you're able to twist a little bit. Okay. So instead of getting you with the blade, he gets you with the side of it, the side of the meat cleaver. Okay.
Walk around that, buddy.
But you're gonna feel this in the morning,
Mm-hmm.
for sure. So I will. Actually, I want to do. Yeah, let's do that. That's 6 plus 4, 10. I'll give you half of that. That'll give you 5 more points of damage and a level of exhaustion.
That's exactly.
What was one level of
You know about exhaustion in 5e? Yeah, that can really suck.
What's one level do again? Is that just disadvantage on...
Skill checks, I believe.
Okay.
Disadvantage on ability checks. Yes.
Okay.
Some stuff doesn't start until second level.
But he has you by the throat. He's going to attempt to still hold on to you. So let's do an opposed, what I call an opposed grapple.
Okay.
It's your strength versus his strength.
Is it-
Just you old strength check. How about that? We'll see if you can manage to wiggle yourself loose. Wow. These dice are just...
They're hot tonight.
Let's say I definitely didn't. That's a 10.
That's a 17.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So he's got you exactly where he wants to, and he's like, he repositions his knife for another attack. All right. His buddy.
Is that the bartender?
You know what? He's, even though you threw the thing at him, he's still with you, and he's going to take his aggression out on you.
Oh, because I didn't accept whatever.
That's right. He's that
His
kind of guy.
advances.
And he is just going to beak slap you.
I go flying.
That's a 15 on the die.
My armor class is 15.
So he does hit.
God.
And this is non-lethal,
Yeah.
so it's just meant to be more of a subduing type of damage.
Okay.
Okay. And you take 3 points of damage. As he beak slapped you.
Bah!
Alright. Alright, next up. Aaron, would you like to respond?
I sure would. I'm gonna cast Burning Hands at 3rd level directly on the dude holding me.
Nice.
Because he's got me, he's holding me, I could just, the cone right, or yeah.
Yeah.
Cone right
Burning hand.
So, he has to make a dexterity saving throw, but he's holding me.
Yes, he is. So he'll get disadvantage.
Okay.
He names it
Oh,
this
heavy.
burning nose.
God.
Meanwhile, in the other bar, so your friend, the one with no fingers, you say that he accident.
Yeah.
How likely is he to, do something?
So by the way,
really
you're actually
stupid?
absolutely hearing a twittering.
Don't know.
Your familiar is laughing at this whole thing. And you don't think he's laughing with you. But he feels the same, so he gets full throttle. Well, you need another hand to count.
It's only counting on one right now.
20 damage.
20 damage. Wow, nice.
Okay.
And bonus action, I'll transform my cane into a sword.
Very good. Okay. So 20 damage. Yeah, he is not happy at that. As a matter of fact, the burning smell is not, yeah, it's almost sickening. Matter of fact, make me a Constitution saving throw.
20.
Very good.
Not natural 20, but 20 total.
20 total. Okay, very good. So yeah, this is, so your fire is a good thing to use on this person. I'll give you that much, but you might want to be careful of just breathing heavy around it whenever that's going on. Okay. What would my drunken master like to do?
How far away did I get from them? I mean, because I was...
You weren't in no hurry.
Okay.
When I'm darn good, well, and ready to finish my drink, I will walk out of the bar. So, yes. And then whenever he came over, Mr. Wright, that's what I call him.
Nice.
He's Mr. Wright for you.
Oh.
When Mr. Wright came over and started giving your, your friend a hard time, you sort of lollygagged a little bit more, but you wanted to make sure she can handle herself. And when she got beak slapped, you didn't take that too well. But who you respond to, it's up to you.
Mind you, I'm being held by the throat by a man with a cleaver. Or a monster with a cleaver.
You set your jaw. You were angry.
I think I'm going to sling the boomerang at... Well, if I sling it and he's grappled, is there a chance to hit him?
Possibly. There's always a possibility, How probable is it? You think you might be able to hit the first guy, Mr. Wright,
Yeah,
and then have it bounce off and try to hit Mr. Fred. Give her a shot.
Okay, I'm gonna do that. 21.
21 absolutely smacks old Mr. Right upside the damn head.
Mr. Right upside the head.
Yeah. Do you think I did? I did that on purpose.
Oh, I know.
That is
Did he just walk away with it?
He stepped on the
Oh, okay.
10 damage.
That'd be
Okay.
funny though.
And this is lethal, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, absolutely. Okay.
That part of that's the thundering.
Oh, nice. Okay. So, I'd like you to make a reflex save.
What do I need to roll?
Die,
Yeah, but like.
a
for
d20,
sad.
and then it's for your,
reflex is
your,
dexterity.
your dexterity.
Thank you.
I'm slow. 6.
Okay. So, you saw the movement, but you couldn't get out of the way quite in
Still
time.
dazed from the slap.
Okay. So, we're going to go with that, and let's give you half of the thunder damage.
Was that? I thought it was the one that the other guy did.
You hit the one that was holding her first, and then
Okay.
it's going to swing
was
around
holding
and
me?
hit the next guy.
Oh,
Okay.
because he
Okay.
grabbed me.
So whatever, how much was the thunder damage?
3.
3. Okay, so you'll take 2 points of damage, and that is
Okay.
more of a lethal type of, you know. And you're confused.
Okay.
That's
So
a
what does this do?
it's a status.
Yeah. But like, what's this
That's
one?
I'll make it real easy.
Again, I'm very pale, so anything shows. I'll scratch my neck and it's red for a day. Okay.
We don't have J's, so actually that's better. Deafened.
Deafened. Can't hear and automatically fails any ability check that requires hearing. Okay.
Okay. So but Daisy, I'll put it this way: you're still a little
Everything's
wow.
fuzzy and I'm like white noise right now.
Yep. Okay. Sound good?
Okay.
How loud was that thunder? Was it loud enough for us to hear it in the other bar?
Yeah, that was my next question.
Or is it just like a muffled, like...
I will put it this way: with all the activity going on in the Troll and Toad, you
Probably would know.
Didn't notice? Okay.
bar fights aren't overly paid much attention to. Yeah, and especially if it's the broken window. Just saying, you know. So okay, so let's roll for the second attack.
Oh, yeah.
Aw.
Oh, wait. That's an 11.
An 11 won't quite do it.
Yep.
Okay, so basically it hits, but surprisingly enough, this big beast of Fred is a little bit more agile than you might, and so he dodges it. Okay, and turns with with Aaron still in his grip, and now he's put himself where he's on the other side of you, with Aaron in the way.
I want to put a bonus action
Okay,
and use a Ki point
okay,
or key point
uh-huh,
to put dodge on
okay.
patient
Elephant
dodge.
monk?
So is it a Dodge truck? Is it a car?
No, it's just I get advantage.
I'm-
Or-
I'm being not very funny. Okay. Yes, so you have dodge. Okay. So you want to do something, or you just want to stand there and bleed?
No. I cast reduce on the guy holding me.
Nice. Very, very
He
nice.
needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. I would like you to roll percentile dice for me.
Sir.
And I'm going to say there's a 10% chance with you being both confused and not being able to hear yourself say the spell that you might mess something up. Okay? So you tell me whether you want it to be the first 10, the middle 10, or the last 10. You just tell me where you want it.
We'll do the first 10.
The first 10. If it hits in the first 10, you failed.
Yes.
Okay?
10.
Oh no! You're kidding me!
Wow. Very nice.
Are you kidding me? Yeah.
You chose it.
Yeah, I
Okay.
did.
All right.
I did.
So you're about halfway through the spell, you know, and it looks like he's rearing back to beak slap you again, and it just, ooh,
I flinch.
yeah. Did you have anything else you wanted to do? So I guess it was you were just going to stand there and bleed, I guess.
I'm at least gonna get off of his lap.
You're going to get off on his lap.
Off of his lap.
Oh!
Off of his lap.
Sorry, that's fine. Again, I just can't help. I mishear
I
things.
know,
I
I
mishear
know.
things all the time. That's successful. All right, top of the order. Anything else? Okay, let's do top of the order again. Right said Fred. Fred. So he's already got you. You know what? He's going to try to bite you.
That's a big old mouth.
It is.
That little pokey thing that you got in your hand all of a sudden has got it where he was like, gonna reach in to bite you, and he, maybe not. So instead he squeezes effectively.
I'm ready to die.
Ooh, that's a good one. That's 12. So it looks like the fingernails are poking into the skin. I would like a Constitution saving throw from you.
Uh, 12.
Okay, very good. You feel like he hasn't cleaned his fingernails ever. You're probably going to want to pay attention to that wound. Okay?
And he's the cook.
That served goblin meat.
That's served goblin meat. Oh. Probably up underneath his fingernails too.
Ew.
Okay.
That's gonna get infected.
Probably scratching his butt with it.
He's
Actually,
got no fingers infection.
I probably shouldn't encourage him. Inspire.
He's already thought about it.
Yeah.
Have you had enough, or are you ready to comply? Never mind. I'll make that decision. Ooh, that's
Oh,
a 15. How many hit points do you have total?
42.
Okay.
She's even with me.
Oh, nice. That's 7. He really nails you on that one. Matter of fact, this wasn't no beak slap. He punched you right in the chest. Aaron?
Is the guy hitting her within 5 feet of the one holding me?
No.
No, okay. Well, then this isn't going to do as much as I thought, but just for the extra damage, I will do Green Flame Blade,
Okay.
which means I just have to make a regular attack, and it adds extra damage if I hit.
Okay.
Which, I'm swinging my sword. Can I swing it two-handed if I, like, take the palm and push it into the guard as I swing down? Instead of full-on gripping it, just taking the pressure and putting it on, like, the hand guard and
The spell. Somatic components?
That's it? That's a good question. Somatic and material. Yep.
Okay. So you have a choice. You can roll at disadvantage and use 2 hands. Or I'll just let you roll at regular with the chance of the spell misfiring as a result of your...
I'll just roll.
Because Green Flame Blade is 2nd level,
It's a cantrip.
It's a cantrip. No. Okay, so then I think you should be good to go on that. Well, let's give it a 5% chance. Roll. Just don't roll a 95 or higher.
Okay.
I jinxed it, you know.
That's a 16. We're good.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. That's a natural 20.
Very good. Roll again, please.
Does a 13 hit?
A 13 does not hit. Do we have any leftover inspiration on the table from last game? I think you had one.
You have one.
I have one. So.
Well, you're there.
Yeah, so I'll give it to him.
Okay.
Is that a reroll?
You can do it. I'll let you roll a d6 and add whatever that is to it.
That's a 5.
There we go. You hit.
So that is. Does that confirm the critical, or?
It does confirm the critical.
So that doubles all damage I would deal.
Well, no, it confirms the critical.
Oh, that goes into that book. Oh.
Would you like the pleasure of rolling since he critted on you?
Yes, I will go ahead and say that's 12 damage beforehand because I have to roll my.
Well, it could actually be more than
Well, that's-
double damage, so I'm just saying. Higher the better.
61.
Glad it's not 69. That would suck. That's so bad. Or 68, he would owe you one. But anyway, all right.
Wow.
Nice. Very, very, very nice. 3 times your damage?
Holy shnikes.
And that is
So yeah,
why
that is
36.
I'm dividing up the target. 7, 14, 21 slashing damage, and then 15 fire damage.
Okay.
So he cauterized it.
But fire's effective against him.
Butt fire. What?
Exactly.
That's only for you
Run,
Taco.
Fliss.
That's only for you Taco Bell. It's butt fire.
Break out the picture.
You said 17 and 21.
15 and 21.
15 and 21.
No, 17 and 21.
I mean, yeah, 17 fire damage.
So he no longer is holding his cleaver because you took off that arm. No, you can't eat it.
Logan.
Logan's
Bonus.
over there saying,
Bonus action, I want to activate Blade Song.
okay,
Because I just want to do it for the AC boost again.
okay, very good, very good. And he's not looking too well either.
Does it boost my AC to 19? I need it after that.
Alright. Same thing.
Please start singing.
How far away am I from them?
How far away would you like to be?
Um,
I was thinking 30 feet, as far as I was thinking. As you were walking out the door, then all of a sudden you started lollygagging and you decided to step back in, and then you threw your boomerang, hit and missed, grabbed it again, and now you're reset. So I don't know
I'll
where
just
you...
do the same thing then.
Okay.
Is a 14 hit?
At 14 hits the guy that was beak slapping her.
Okay.
Beaks don't twitch. I have to do.
And how long does that dodge act for? That you have?
That round, I believe. I have to look that up, make sure. But
I thought so too, but I was just verifying.
that's 8 damage,
Okay. He eats it all.
and I'll do it again.
Okay, you're gonna try to hit the big guy now.
Yes.
You okay?
Ooh. 24.
Nice. So yeah, with all of a sudden his arm falling off and everything else, he is not being able to dodge very well, and he takes a hit.
Ooh. That is 12 damage.
Nice. Okay.
My turn.
It is.
So, I'm like right next to the guy that's been beak slapping me.
Yes.
I assume.
So,
We went from
because I'm
conversation to
deaf,
the tavern.
the spell Shatter, the damage comes from the loud noise, right? Because I'm currently deaf, would that affect me?
It shouldn't, but it shouldn't affect you anyway, right?
It's just creatures in a 10-foot sphere where I cast it.
Okay.
But if I were to cast it right in between me and him, it wouldn't affect me because I'm deaf.
I think I'll be all right with that.
Okay. Then I'll cast.
Might break all your tools though.
Would it?
Oh.
That isn't being worn or carried also takes damage. So all my stuff that I'm wearing would be fine.
Okay.
So I'll cast Shatter right in between me and him since we're like right next to each other.
Grab his nads. Cast Shatter.
Oh.
Constitution.
You know you want to do that. Yeah. You know that you want to do
I kind of
that.
do. I kind of do.
Yeah, I know.
Do it.
I know.
I'm gonna do it.
Absolutely.
That would be kind of mean if you acted like you was going
I'm
to comply.
deaf, so it's not gonna hurt me at all.
What would you say?
Nad's Shatter.
I didn't hear you.
Oh, well. Constitution saving throw on his end.
On his end? Well, I thought you were doing it on the front.
She's had that same look just about all night.
Ah! Oh, wow.
I got not one.
Oh, you're kidding! Oh, no!
That's
That's awesome!
Not for him.
You're definitely not for him.
You don't even need to. Let's just. He's done.
Yeah, I can.
If he survives, he would have no will to want to engage you further.
That man is now a woman, to be fair.
No, he's got meatloaf for balls.
No, this.
Oh gosh. We good? But also, at what radius?
10 foot.
Hey, you know what? Let's get big guy too.
Okay.
Shatter his balls too.
Now you can roll for him. Oh, I'll roll my.
Yeah, Constitution.
12. But it's regular saving throw. Or is that against your DC?
I think it's
It's
against my DC, which is 14.
Nice. So he doesn't make it. You know. And give me one as well too.
What was it?
Oh
What type of save?
Constitution.
4.
15.
Hey!
Just
Top
Thank
damage.
God. Nice. So you see out of the corner of your eye her grab his nuts, cast a spell, and then you're just like, oh! Because even though you know that what this other guy was doing is wrong, and it almost, you're just, oh!
Like, I
yeah.
need to not piss her off.
Okay. Or piss on her. Either one. That's just
Definitely
saying.
not that one.
Either one.
All right. So roll damage for the.
What level did you cast it at?
Second level.
Oh my God!
It's a second level.
Oh, it is
It's
a
a
second
second
level. I was thinking it was
spell.
first.
But
It's
still.
No, no, no.
Oh, wow.
That's still.
I think
It's
you should have been here
1d8
to
for each
see
slot
that.
above 2 as well. So this is 3d8 damage, by the way. So
Stop texting me.
16.
Okay,
So I take
absolutely.
8.
So this thing gets hit and falls over. So you've got Right said Fred all on the ground. And while y'all are figuring out what's going on, Fred jumps up, hollers, grabs his arm from the ground, and runs off.
He's a toad. It'll grow back. Probably.
I don't think that's how toads work.
No, not toads.
Reptiles.
It's not a toad.
not a toad.
It's a troll.
It's a troll. Also,
Sort of like the DM. It's a troll.
different
Yes.
troll.
Yes,
Yeah.
but right, but Mr. Wright, yeah, he's not. Getting
He ain't right
Yeah.
anymore.
I didn't want to kill
He's
him,
a
just
literal
like
puddle on the
bother
floor.
him a lot.
You bothered him.
That's more the
He's
bother.
bothered.
And of
That's
course,
no Mrs. Right.
Mrs. Right.
it looks like the bar owner's calling for reinforcements, so you have a
Fuck.
chance of.
We should leave. We need to leave.
I was sexually harassed. This
We
was
need to leave.
self-defense.
We need to leave. I'm gonna
Well,
grab her
have
by the
feathers
arm.
on your ass,
He's already
not
out the
hair.
door.
It's like,
I'm going to the door right now.
I'm dragging her by the arm. We're leaving. We're leaving. We're
You
leaving.
were sexually
we're leaving,
feather
we're leaving.
passed. along so well. Okay.
I drag her out of the room.
Perception check. Do I see them running out the window? Like, do I happen to glance out the window and see them running that way?
Not really that type of bar where there's like really windows, and if they were, they're kind of grimy. Your Troll and Toad is not much better than the broken window, but
I'm not running out. I'm just coming out real quick, and I'm looking.
he's
both
not
ways.
running. I was just moving really fast.
He can't.
I moved
He can't
quick.
spill his ale.
Can I drink a healing potion once we get outside?
Absolutely.
I had 5 health left after her. I had taken 35 out of 40 damage.
What did you roll?
I rolled 2 once.
He's warm. He's warm. That's what he wants. Yeah.
That's.
But
I'm
he
gonna drink my other one.
keeps looking at Daddy.
Wait. No, I cast the first aid cantrip, which allows you to use, where is it?
So she's coming at you with those hands that just touch this guy's balls that she
I'm
turned
almost
into
dead.
hamburger
You can spend a hit.
Got above the belt, above the belt.
above the.
You can spend a hit die to regain 1d4 plus my spellcasting modifier, I believe is how it works. Which is spellcast.
If you've never heard of this before, that also comes in. Yes.
Which is plus 3.
So I gained
I was
10
wondering where that
total.
spell came from. I didn't know.
Yeah, I can show it to you if you want to pass this down to show them the feet and the.
So you just spend 1.
You can take a look at that if you want. It's a cool book. You can get that on DM's Guild. Well, was that fun?
That was awesome.
I'm really tempted. I'm really tempted to drink another one. Because I'm still like, I only have 15 hit points.
So okay, so
I can
You
keep
need to-
casting this.
you need to sort
It's
of
a
let
cantrip.
it.
I only have 5 hit dice though.
You need to let it work its
Yeah, yeah,
magic a little bit, and then you can probably within 10 or 15 minutes you might be ready for the next one. If you give yourself too much, you're gonna get sick.
And then throw it back up and then lose all the health again. I'm just going to start convulsing on the floor.
She took the feat. The idea is to become somebody that makes like artificial limbs and stuff along that lines, and that really works out since she lost her wings.
Useful.
So, anyway, I'm just sort of giving a little background for those that may have seen the previous episodes or been here for that. So, okay, so yes, you do. Yeah, they're doing stuff over at the broken window again. You know,
In my head,
it's
but
like.
I can't help but think of them just bar fighting us. It cuts to us like just sitting around going,
This very nice tavern.
It's not that. It's not. They're not in a really nice tavern either. Yeah, it's not.
Not the broken window though.
No, the broken windows is literally the worst place in town. Yeah,
I'm
it's
standing
just-
on top of a building. I don't know what's going on.
Other than somebody farted really loud or it sounded like a thunderclap. But anyway,
Yeah,
Dragon fart.
Can I see him on the rooftop or once we go outside?
yeah. Have they left the building?
Oh yeah, we
Yes.
left the building.
Okay.
Well,
I
You
noticed
followed,
that.
right?
I'm
He
trying-
beat us out.
Oh.
so you noticed a bloody blade singer come out. And,
Normal.
he's not missing any other limbs, but he's
Dragging
that's.
a bird person.
And
That's how she squawks angrily into the door.
See him come out.
oh yeah,
He beats us
he's
out.
first.
he's first one out.
He's first out, walks across the street with him.
Yeah,
Somehow
I'm
2
just
things available.
kind of, stumbling around, and I'm looking. I don't know. I'm avoiding any horse, anything, any carriages coming by. I'm just like heading right across to the bar.
Also, in our game, I usually have players pick something that may cause unreasonable fear. It's a separate and completely from anything else that you do with character building, and I don't have any input into that, and they pick it all on their own. And occasionally, sometimes things happen, like they're in a town, the previous town, Tribor, where it was a major horse training town. He has a problem with horses. And anyway, and somebody who's afraid of being the first to die, and he keeps putting himself in positions to almost die. Anyway,
And a
I sort of-
junkie with a fear of death.
Pretty much.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast Whisper up to him. Just go. I would not go inside, like at all, if I was you. To you,
Oh, to me?
yeah, because you're on top of the place we just got. I almost got murdered in.
He found a dog.
I'm not going anywhere. I'm standing. You go deal with your own thing down there. I'm watching out for a dragon that's flying around.
Luke is just vibing.
That's what I'm saying in my head.
So your dragon dar goes off. Dragon radar does go off, and you're able to look up.
Yes.
She's in the area.
You don't see her in the air.
No, but well, actually, no, I don't know if it would. I don't know if I would say that because has it still been going off, or is
No.
it just...
So there was a period of time
Spidey
where
senses.
even Elok wasn't having it go off. So Elok wasn't in the area as far as you knew. It's a mile, right?
As long as I'm not in my chosen thing, which I don't think I am.
You're in town. So,
Yeah, so
okay.
um,
So as of now, either Elok's back or she's back. One of the two.
yeah, I guess she might be here. That's what I'll
It
say.
was an act of self-defense.
Okay.
Well,
Not so. I could have just sat there.
there's not much else I can do but drink and sit.
Okay.
Is everything okay over there? With you all?
Or a ranger that has fear of heights and being lit on fire.
Yeah.
That was Turrican.
Yeah.
Right
Is
in
everything
it.
okay?
We've got one of them that's dying.
Hey, Turrican,
Fine.
duck.
Is it the magician?
Yes.
It's par for the course. It's just people sitting stoned up.
Okay, so
And all that was, or at least I heard his end of it. Just
Yeah.
Okay. I just cock an eyebrow and I'm like,
so where do y'all want to stage yourself now?
Is there like an alleyway next to the one they're in?
Alleyway.
Yeah, because that usually works out even better in an area that's not the best in town. So I would just
Dad.
put it-
Robbie Rob.
That's what he thinks about you.
So it takes about another hour or so before Abigail actually makes an appearance.
She does come in the bar.
She does come into the bar about an hour later.
Okay.
Probably like if an hour has passed by then, I feel like we've probably started like walking by the area and we're just probably making laps around the block or something.
I'm not. I'm sitting down trying not
I'm
to like...
making laps around the block ready to
I'm
go.
hurt.
I am fired up.
How hurt do you look?
Very.
On a scale of 1 to 40.
He's had a rough morning.
Can I pop another healing
Sounds
potion now
rough
that's been an
life.
hour?
Mhm.
I swear if I roll double ones again, I'm gonna cry.
Is that what you rolled the first time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Got 4 points back.
4 and a 1, okay. So that's 7.
Not quite dead yet.
Not quite, Ed. I feel happy.
Okay, yeah, so y'all gonna walk around and sort of just, take in whatever, go to a street vendor, get a little bite of something to eat, but you're ready to hurt something. Right? Okay. Abigail comes into the bar and surveys a few things. Sees you there, sees you with somebody, and puts herself in the corner.
I look
They,
at her,
they bring her a drink without her asking.
I look at you and say, well, how do you want to do this?
Let's go meet your generous benefactor.
5
I
minutes.
wouldn't quite call it that yet, but fair enough.
Yeah. Okay. Good enough.
Did we see her like walk in?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so we know 5 minutes starts.
So she's very, obviously very imposing. I will pass this around if I haven't already shown you before, but this is sort of what she looks like. She does have a lot of black on, whereas that particular mini does not. But
Man, it is purple once you get close. It very well could be blue too. I'm colorblind.
Logan, I'm jealous.
He is just going to town over there.
I would too, if I could.
He laid on the floor. I'm thinking there's something on the floor, like dirt or something that
He was licking himself.
he was leg, stomach, whatever he could reach. Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
Hey,
That's a Pathfinder mini.
I'm gonna walk up.
Okay.
With him in tow.
Okay, he's towing you.
Well,
Okay.
I mean, like, suppose you walk with me, right?
Well, I mean, I'm assuming I'm leading you over there.
Okay.
So,
My assumption with my very expensive drink is, you bought an expensive one? I bought myself the same thing.
her eyes narrow, are on him directly and completely.
Me or him?
Him.
Okay.
And says basically to you, who is this? As she's staring at him.
I just pull up a chair, sit down, kick my legs up into another empty seat and say, friend of his, he wasn't there.
Vivian says hello. And I'll sit down. Nothing?
She's staring at you.
What is it you want? Why are you following us?
What is it you want?
Out of life? Or from you?
You trying to get me to proselytize for you? You want to become a follower of Cyric?
Interesting. What kind of benefits do you offer? No. I've been traveling with a group sometime, and every once in a while I do see you in the sky. Seems that every time we see you, we run into trouble. That is kind of what I want to end. And I want to know why you're following us.
It says I'm following you.
You're not following me, but you're following someone that I'm traveling with. And the trouble happens in my area, and it bothers me, so therefore, I'm here to ask you to stop.
There's a lot of things you can ask for. You can ask for your life.
I do that daily, but not from you.
And what do you know of Vivian?
What do you know of her?
That's not how this works.
I know Vivian. I know Vivian pretty well.
And? As she takes a drink.
One might say that
You know, she's fiddling with her ring a little bit.
Vivian and I are
I noticed this.
well acquainted with one another. She and I are working on something together, and you might be impeding on that.
Mites, maybes.
No, you are impeding on that. How about that? We'll just drop the friendliness. As far as it goes, you are causing trouble for me in my job, and I don't take kindly to that. So did Vivian ask you, or tell you, or give you any information about this group? And I can tell you whether she's lying or not. It's okay. Has it been 5 minutes yet? No. Okay. I don't need that butter. You just leave that in for some minute.
She's just got her mug.
Mm-hmm.
See, she's measuring her words. Okay. What?
Nothing.
So I had to look. I had to look up something.
I know.
What my interaction with Vivian has nothing to do with you.
No, but your interaction with this group has a lot to do with me. And it's growing bothersome.
For shame, for shame.
No, all due respect. But if it's money you're looking for, you're not going to find it.
You didn't bring me what I asked for.
What can I say? One was inaccessible and one was missing. Not much I can do about that.
But this'll do. Here.
My
Here.
scrolls?
Yep. She hands you 3 scrolls. Make a saving throw.
Which one? What kind?
I want a Constitution saving throw.
22.
22. Okay.
And while that's happening, I take my scrolls, I walk outside.
Understood.
I look for the nearest of the other 4.
Okay.
And I will use a bonus action, telepathic speech, which is a feat of reverent mind. Whichever one I find, and say, your friend needs help.
Let's see who'd be closest. I'm sitting in an
Question.
alleyway.
Yes.
While I'm outside, is there a vendor selling a 25-foot rope?
I have rope.
Logan.
I am sure that you can find a vendor that's selling a rope.
Thank you.
Plus, I have 50 feet of it. Take half of it.
Well, I guess it's...
I'm taking
Make
half of
me a
his
strength saving throw.
So she's walking around making runs around the building. I guess she'd be the first one I see. So all of a sudden, you just hear my voice in your head. You just hear my voice in your head all of a sudden.
Yeah, what'd you say?
Your friend needs help.
She hands the scrolls to him. He turns and leaves. She looks to you, reaches out, and touches your arm.
Touching
All
And
right.
you literally can see your essence and strength suck from you into her, and you're going to collapse in a fetal position.
Oh, Lord.
Is this something I can do a reaction to?
Depends. Give me. What would you like to react?
I think as soon as
'Cause you
you
made
grab
the
me,
cons-
it would be hellish rebuke.
Okay.
So it's a reaction to if she's
Absolutely. So,
Yeah.
so you passed your Constitution saving throw, but you lost your Strength saving throw.
okay.
So let's go with your. But I'm just going to tell you what the end result is going to be, regardless of what your hellish rebuke does.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yep.
Yep. Go ahead.
Oh, you want me to go ahead and roll?
Oh, yeah,
the damage?
absolutely.
Okay. Okay. Hold on a second. Let me make sure I'm rolling the right damage. Sorry.
As
Hellish
this,
rebuke is one of those things that.
right before I decide to go in, I take my shard of unmelting ice, and I decide to create a homunculus servant out of it, and it's gonna just look like a tiny bird.
Without wings.
Wings. And I start heading for the tavern.
Just mess with you.
Are you just not telling him we're just sprinting?
I imagine, yeah,
Hopping. Beeline.
beeline for the tavern. With my little homunculus servant, just kind of forms,
ostrich line.
and I go
Fly.
So he won't melt.
It won't melt.
So I'm sitting in an alleyway next to the building. Do I see her?
Yes. And a little bird!
I would imagine as soon as he came out, I would probably be a little fishy about that.
She gets 8 points of fire damage.
Okay.
I would have thought it would be better than
All
that.
right.
But it's not.
As y'all are coming in.
Okay, I'll whisper to him, tell him shit's going down. Go.
Okay. So you're coming in. You're coming in. You're ready. Okay.
Yeah.
What you end up hearing. Oh, hold on. Just.
He's literally biting his nails right now.
Okay.
I did that anyways.
Oh.
You hear a roar. How about we do Constitution saving throws all the way
I
around,
shouldn't have come inside.
except for you.
Okay.
You're done for.
I'm angry.
Me too.
Yes, please.
Oh,
Okay.
fuck. Sorry.
So you think you're mad? I got a 12.
Okay.
24.
Very nice.
Wow.
15.
Okay.
7.
17.
You said
You can
Constitution.
throw that
Yes,
guy
sir.
away.
I know.
So, her dragon makes an appearance. Literally,
I mean, crap.
just drops right in front. She comes barreling out with him over her shoulder. As she comes out, she basically just pushes you, and you just collapse. Okay, but it's nothing, no damage or anything else. It's just this awful presence, this evil demonic presence, and she grabs him, climbs up in her saddle, and they're taking off. You're allowed a shot.
Yeah, I would like to take a shot at hers.
What is the size of the dragon?
So they come out before we ever get
Like
into the
large
door?
or?
Oh, it's large.
It's a large size?
Yep.
Okay.
They come out before we get into the door?
Correct.
Okay.
He comes out and says, hey, there's something going on, and it's already gone on and happened as you all are trying to come in. And you said what would you roll on your saving throw?
17.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so everybody's doing pretty good.
So,
It's just basically her making her presence known, both in terms of the dragon and her coming out. That makes sense? And it just sort of just knocks you over.
is the dragon here?
Yes, the dragon's here.
The dragon is here. She was
Dragon.
riding the dragon with him on her
So,
shoulder.
I want to try something. So,
Oh,
my
nice.
my homunculus servant can cast spells that
Through you.
through.
You
I
can-
can
you
cast
can-
it through it
Yes.
that have a range of touch.
So it's going to be like this flaming platypus thing again? Or just...
But what I
Except
want,
he's not going to melt?
but what I want to do
I
is
cast
I wanted to,
teleport on the homunculus.
as soon as we see this happen, I want it to fly up, and when it touches the dragon, cast snare.
Okay.
Which does work on a large creature.
Okay.
Basically, that's why I needed the rope. The trap is nearly invisible. And the trap triggers when a small, medium, or large creature moves onto the ground or the floor in the spell's radius.
Does me casting it on the dragon, or like if I cast it on its foot, work?
Well, you're changing it now.
I know, but I want to try it.
I didn't say you couldn't try it.
Yeah.
But tell me what I need to do. Is it going to
Okay.
be opposed to your
It's
spell casting, or is it?
It just activates as soon as it touches the trap.
So is it in the air right now?
So it comes down and lands,
It landed.
and then you bring the homunculus up and basically cast the spell on it, and now it's got these ropes and stuff. So it's going to definitely hinder its movement.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll just touch it right. If it's on the ground, I'll touch it on the ground then, so that way it activates since it's in the area.
And basically, what that does, a restrained creature. That creature must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or be magically hoisted into the air, leaving it hanging upside down 3 feet above the ground or the floor. The creature is restrained there until the spell ends.
Dexterity saving throw on a dragon.
Yay.
Nice.
Damn it.
So I'll give you the fact that it's probably going to hinder the movement,
Okay.
but I'm not going to give you the magic.
And I'm just over their shoulder going, save me.
Can I do it?
You are very aware of what's going on.
Yeah.
Is she?
You're down
is
to one
she
strength.
onto?
One strength. Wow.
Is she still on top of the dragon?
She is.
Okay.
Dragon's Lane.
And he's on top on her shoulder.
Well, now he's basically she's in her saddle. He's draped across the dragon.
Behind
He
her?
is
Can I?
in front.
But as soon as I see her come
Can I
out,
cast
I'm
it
like,
again, but this time like right under, like the bird's just gonna fly up onto the like right where she's sitting and cast it again right there.
So the fact that you got knocked over,
Stuff
the
like
fact that
hitting
this
off,
dra-
I think
everything's
that
sort of happening all at the
just
same
stay
time.
same, though.
Okay,
stays the same.
she's going to start making her movement. Okay, so
Okay.
we'll go from there. Sir,
Okay.
The spell Misty Step has a range of 30 feet.
yes.
Can I Misty Step onto the dragon in front of her and just grab him and then jump off? Or like try to pull him out of her grip and just off the dragon?
You can give it a shot.
What would that be? How should I?
Well, first of all, I need percentile dice to see if you actually can do it correctly.
Yep.
And I'm thinking that you're doing it under a little bit of duress. Misty Step is what level of spell?
Second.
So let's give it a 20% chance of error.
So if I roll in the bottom 20 or top 20?
You tell me.
If I roll in the...
You're rolling pretty low, but this will be
I
the
know,
one
this is
time.
going to be the one time I roll high.
Say high 20.
50 to 70.
50 to 70.
50 to 70, okay.
How about that?
Okay, if
You
I
did
roll
roll
50 to
that
70
61.
fails. Shh. 91.
Okay, very good. Okay. Now I need a strength check. Mr. Exhaustion.
Oh, that's right, that's disadvantage. Okay.
I have -5 to any strength rolls.
That is an 8 total.
Okay, so yeah, you Misty Step over there, you grab a hold of his shirt, and then you try to Misty Step back, and he does not follow. So,
At that point,
I wasn't trying to Misty step back. I was trying to grab him and basically like throw myself off the horse.
yeah,
or the,
but
the
that's,
dragon.
you're not able to keep.
Okay.
since it's a verbal, I'm going to Misty Step myself off the dragon, or off her shoulder, 30 feet away from her.
Okay.
Can I do that?
Yeah, you can give it a shot.
Okay. I mean, it's not a roll or anything. What do I roll?
Okay.
What do you want me to roll?
I want you to roll.
What?
I want you to roll a percentile check because you know what?
Yeah.
It's verbal, right?
Yeah, and it's like
In your
yeah,
strength.
Yeah.
You have the strength to move.
what-
your
What do you think the percentage is
You
on
tell
this?
me. It's
You're down to a 1 strength.
10% chance that it happens.
That it-
Nah, I think it's more like a 18.5%. So let's give you 19.
19. So I have to roll.
0 to 19 says it goes. You're able to do it successfully right now.
At this time, if I ever need you to roll low, roll low.
And I'm going after.
Come on, I'm having too much fun. You gotta let me have fun.
88. I don't go anywhere.
Okay. So,
So
close. It's like son of a.
You should play the
So,
lottery.
yes, sir. What do you?
I'm pushing you in the chest, lady.
Can I,
For
seeing all this happen,
jinxing my
I've got
eyes.
my
I was so
I'm
close.
Yes.
But can
That's
I
not the thing to
cast
say.
stealthily
Oh, that
cast
is for
web
me.
on like his foot so that when the dragon goes, he doesn't go anywhere?
So you know, web is not a overly directed. It will also keep the dragon in the area.
I
If you,
can't make it small enough to just.
it's
like,
not
get
one of
it.
those. It's
No?
web is usually cast in a big area. Okay. I don't sure if you want to try, you can try. What you're trying to do is, but you're going to end up keeping the dragon in the area if it succeeds on the dragon as well.
Oh, I don't want the dragon to stay. I just want him to stay. I'm trying to think.
I'm going to run up and attempt to pull him off.
Okay. You're attempting to run up
27 to hit,
27 hits,
12 damage.
12 damage. Okay. Doesn't seem dragon or her.
I said hurt.
Her. Okay. All right. So all this is going on.
Now's when the battle map comes out. Now's when the battle map comes out.
It's something different.
That's when he pulls out
And as a bonus action, I'm going to use a key point again.
All of a sudden, sun blocks out what was left of the sun, and screeching down comes the biggest worm you've ever seen. A white dragon with a rider on the back. The dragon screams, "I told you to stay out of my area!" Comes down and just rips the head off of this dragon. What? What? And
I know, Logan.
And shakes it like a dog would a rag muffin. Okay? And his body goes flying one direction.
I cast web in whatever direction he's going.
Gotcha. She goes another direction. You've got this. Okay, and I'm just going to give you right now, you're just like going, oh, so just hold on to everything.
No, I was just wondering if I was still on the dragon when that happened.
No.
Okay.
Okay.
You fell off.
But, because the dragon actually, she's already started to get up a little bit. He goes, I told you to stay out of my area. Okay? So, this dragon is not a dragon anymore. It's just a body. It's just going to lay there and bleed. He's gone one direction. She's gone another direction. As he literally lands and shakes, and you got like okay, part of the broken window.
Yeah.
It doesn't survive some of the impact.
It's
It
No, it's
literally,
the
she's
broken.
got
The broken.
wings that are going everywhere. All right, and anyway, and she just mauls this dragon and actually steps on Abigail Razorheart and watches as the breastplate that she has carrying on just gets sunk in, and she wasn't even doing it to what literally is all focused on the dragon. Wow. Okay. Grabs a hold of what's sort of left, and in her mouth she's got Abigail and what's left of the dragon. Munches a little bit, okay, and you got bits and pieces sort of falling off, all right. Looks around to see if anybody defies her, and departs.
Do you think? I'll just lay here.
Now, luckily for you,
Holy crap.
a web goes off. Okay. Well, you got thrown, and actually this web catches you and just sort of plasters you against the side of the broken window, by the way. Okay.
the broken or the good part? Or good part.
He's still
Well, yeah,
standing.
now you take glass damage from the broken
Yeah,
window.
oh god.
Just a
Relief on the wind.
Trust me, you got bells ringing, you got people running, you've got a lot of people going.
Majority
well,
of
as,
us
I
have.
think as y'all were doing as well too. So
Yeah.
just like
It's like,
what the, you
What
know.
is happening right now?
And all right, so now what?
I want some dragon talon maybe.
With I'm sorry, with her dead, is this still happening or?
Oh yes.
Okay.
Okay. You feel like it's slowly coming back, but she did some type of energy drain on you.
Well, I'm just going to chill on my web. I don't know what else to do.
And look for that finger.
Huh?
I'm gonna look over and go, you grab her body, I'll get him, we need to go.
Her body's inside the
It's
ancient white
inside
dragon.
There's no
Oh, it's in the.
Oh
I thought
yeah,
it was
so
in
he
the-
basically
ate her.
he grabbed again and made sure he grabbed her and the dragon. Okay,
There's
but
nothing
there.
left of her.
Well, actually, that's not entirely true.
Okay.
Stuff left
Bits
on the
and
ground
bobs.
from her and
I'm sorry.
stuff left on the ground like from her.
Actually, there is a little bit of so. Yeah, you'll be able to actually maybe do some searching and find a little bit of what's left of Abigail Razorheart, or Broken Heart, or what do you want to call her?
Splattered heart.
Splatterheart. Yeah, nice. And hey.
I mean, I don't know what else to do.
So I'm just gonna work on trying to cut him out of the web to get him down.
Okay. Of course, you could just dispel it if you want.
Oh, I could.
Yeah, you could. Nice.
But while they're distracted, I'm gonna see if. I wonder if that ring is still around.
That's what I was kind of wondering.
Okay, so both of you arrive on scene at the same time, and yes, there seems to be a necklace, there seems to be a ring, and a damaged belt. All that look like, amidst all the other various little pieces and cloth and bits of scale. You might be able to pick up a few pieces of scale of the purple dragon. That might be kind of interesting as well. But those items are definitely things that stand out.
What about the scrolls he was describing?
He has them.
He has them? Never mind. But I am interested in maybe picking up one of those items.
Well,
If
they were already there, so I'm just
Yeah.
saying if you want, you see them going over to where.
Yeah, I'm running too.
Absolutely. Okay.
I'm just getting him off the wall.
You
'cause,
getting him
we're
off the
gonna
wall.
get
You're
trouble.
coming down
As
from
I'm
the.
picking up this
I'm
ring,
staying on
sort
top.
of as an afterthought, I just
Checking.
snap my fingers.
I'm sorry.
As I'm picking up the ring, afterthought, snap my fingers, web dissolves.
Okay, gotcha.
I'll grab up.
That's about all I can
You
do.
got the necklace?
Can I catch him before he
And I'll
hits
get the
ground?
belt.
Sure. Sounds good. Huh?
So I catch him before he actually hits the ground from
Yep.
the web.
Yep. So he looks like he's in. He looks pretty good shape, other than the fact that he's sort of curled up in a fetal position. Doesn't
Let's
seem to
get
be
you
able
somewhere,
to.
buddy.
He can't seem to even hold his own head.
Like, I'll carry him.
Do I see that going on? Or am I?
Well, you were more interested in looting,
Yeah.
but that's okay.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
That's okay. Well, I mean, it's. I mean, I would be a little interested too, to be honest with you. I mean, just.
Is there any in like the talons or anything of the dragon?
Now, I would say that there's probably a few pieces of scale
Just scale, no teeth or eye or any of that.
There's a lot of gory stuff. I mean, do you really want to start digging through all that?
No, not if it's going to take a long time.
It's not about necessarily taking a long time. It's just nasty.
Well, I don't care about
You've got the largest dragon you have ever seen.
As long as
Okay.
it's not
You've
bad.
also got poop in your britches, probably.
There's also
I'm just
probably-
saying.
There's also probably town guard and everything else coming this way.
Yeah, while I was running up, I see this big white dragon come down. I'm sitting there like probably right close to it when it happened.
Yeah.
Let's say there's no way, especially.
Hopefully y'all like that. By the way,
Oh, that was cool.
I asked him to bring it because if I brought it, y'all would probably know that I was going to use it or something like that. The idea was just to let her.
Thing is, especially the three of us, we were just in a bar fighting right here, and then something like huge comes up in the street directly outside.
Twice. Happened twice.
Let's say, yeah, we're like, there's no way that we're not going to be associated with something happening here.
I wanted a talon though.
Let's say, like, we need to get.
The
going.
cool thing is you can still want it.
Let's say we need to get what we're
I
getting
did
and
get
go
some
somewhere.
tail though.
Is the reason you weren't interested in the ring?
I didn't know about the ring, honestly.
He was
I
making
know.
Making
I have this.
So
much
this
on
is
my
what we're gonna
finger.
do.
I can wear a ring.
Just got it.
You know I like ending things on a little bit of a peak.
Yeah.
Is this where we're ending?
Yeah, I think that y'all are gonna egress back to the Ivy Mansion, and
So are we
sleep
gonna get
this
in
off.
trouble there?
Huh?
Sleep this off or something.
By the way,
Are we able to go back
Thank
there?
you
'Cause that
for-
was.
your help. I know you didn't have to, but I appreciate it.
Well, you all seemed more fun than she was.
I can't talk. I just drool.
I start like
I just wanted
inspecting
to know
him, like
appreciate-
checking eyelids, like basic like
It's like, can we do
diagnosis.
this when we get back? Can we like? just get-
No.
that's why I started not because that's now a great time to sort of just end it and we'll go from there. Because there's other things happening behind the scenes that we need to address at some point as well too. So, but anyway, that's sort of what I had planned for y'all tonight. And
That was great.
Eli's gonna be so mad he missed it.
Missed 2 dragons.
well, he was busy doing his own thing.
Yeah. Who knows? It might have been the reason they.
What?
My biggest note for the night
I was
is
trying to think of what I would,
Abigail equal dead.
in my character's head, what would I be thinking?
Well, as soon as you saw the
It's like-
dragon, it almost immediately think, okay, everybody's dead. That's the biggest dragon I've ever seen. It literally
Well,
blotted
see,
out
I
the
can
sun.
just see it now because I'm standing on top of the building and the dragon just lands right there. I'm just like,
It's just, you know,
Not just the first dragon. The first dragon did
second
it
one,
too.
yeah.
The,
That's
the
the-
second
see,
one
the
on top
first
of
one,
it.
That was a colossal.
The
That-
first one was
yeah.
scurried. That's an ancient white
That's
The
a
dragon.
second one was a
dirty.
problem.
I'm sorry?
The first one was a problem. The second one was a disaster.
Well, second one ended up good for us.
Yeah, but
I know, but if it stayed 5 seconds longer, it would have been a disaster.
Y'all have done something. Duh. I couldn't do anything. I was like,
yeah, I've got that ring. He's thanked me. I turn invisible.
Thank you.
I'm on.
So I guess what we can do is we can discuss whether or not we would like to maybe have you make a reoccurring appearance occasionally or whatever. Like so we have our normal group, but I'm perfectly fine with
You
how
just have
he's
to show up
presented
every
himself.
now and then.
yeah, absolutely.
And
I mean, for
I'm
me-
kind of curious of what that ring does.
I'll be happy to find. I'll let you know when I found out.
I don't know how that works, but
It sure does.
All I know is she said it spelled. She said thank you for the spell, and she used it on me.
So it was a ring of spell stealing.
stealing.
Yes.
Nice.
So you go ahead and
What
do
does
all.
the belt do?
Well,
Okay.
that's what I don't want to tell you.
So it's not
You've got to go back and figure out
Kinda
what it
crazy.
is,
That's the way it
whether you can fix it,
Let's see, you gotta let me cast Identify on it, then we know what it is.
and go from there.
I mean,
So,
when you do
thank
that,
y'all for
I
watching.
got a couple of
We'll see y'all in
things.
2 weeks.
Well,
Sure.
I got a couple of chain links I want you to check it.